episode 7, top tier discussions. You see it on the screen. Cammy White. She's our 7th character on our list. We got Hakan, E Honda, Chun-Li, Blanka, Adon, and Abel done. We got a long way to go, but I'm excited for this journey. It's always about the journey, right? It's never about the destination. What we're gonna learn along the way. And first and foremost, and make sure these guys are unmuted here, we have our first guest, J-Hosan. If you've been paying attention to any of the EU streams, UK streams, you've seen this guy play. Super clean. This guy's makes a million right decisions. You know what I mean? Do not make a mistake. He's gonna make it feel like the worst thing you ever did. Most people hit you with a wooden spoon if you mess up. J-Ho hits you with a sledgehammer. Do not do that. And our second guest, I'm not sure if he's in the party yet. No, TheKillaCammy. He's here. Well, he'll be here shortly, hopefully. He's joining us, longtime Cammy player. Also known for his Yang too, very skilled player. So it'll be great to have his input today as well. And that rounds out our intro. And then last but not least, you got T3 FGC, the fucking guy. You see these beautiful graphics. You see the uploads. That's him. That's all him. I don't do anything. I just talk and put people on the show.
Do all the scheduling. What's up, fellas? What's up? Just let everybody know, TheKillaCammy just hit us up. He's actually parking his car. Will be on in just a minute.
Yeah, so that's perfect. No problem. As you know, I let the intro play because I like the intro. Let's get this out of the way. Boom. You know what it is. We got our tier list here. Across is what the players who play the character think. Downward, what the opponents think. And we'll see which one is the highest. You know, I think, you know, I asked people what they thought in general, who they think would score the highest on this format. And a lot of people picked Akuma and Ryu. And I was like, based on matchups, that probably makes the most sense. I'm still holding out for my boy Seth. I think Seth is number 1.
I don't think it's gonna be Akuma.
You know what? He might have surprising matchups because of his health, where it's like, all right,
Yeah.
you know, it's not as bad or not as good, you know. But who knows? You know, if the Akuma's downplay.
I said before Ultra, I would have put him up there. But I think I'm more scared fighting Ryu at this point than Akuma.
You know, I'm lucky as DJ. Shotos are delicioso. I can fight him pretty easily. One of the preferable matchups. J-Ho, you play so many characters, man. So who is Cammy your main? Because I've seen you play so many characters. I'm like, is this his real character? Or is this a joke?
No, Cammy it's my main, but I have 2 main characters, Guile and Cammy.
Okay.
I play the same level boss.
No, it definitely seems that way from what I can tell. That's incredible to get to that skill level with 2 characters. You know what I mean? Where I couldn't tell. You know what I mean? And you're Decapre as well. You know, you might think your Decapre's a joke, but I've seen you hit people, man.
Joke. For me, Decapre it's a joke character.
No, it's not a joke to your opponents.
On casual, because I play Cammy and Guile, so Decapre it's a fusion from Cammy and Guile playstyle, so I can play easily without practice here.
That's interesting. Yeah, so you're not limited to one playstyle. It definitely sounds like a lot more fun than just Guile, who is, you know, mostly zoning, you know, but you can get in there and get some good counter hit combos. You've seen Knuckle do that. I've seen you do it in the corner.
Yeah.
Catch somebody with some nice stuff. Man, so without even looking at the numbers, right? You know, like, tell me, what do you think are Cammy's biggest strengths and weaknesses? And let me get this song off so we can hear you clearly. I love the song, but
yes, her biggest tools for me is the EX Cannon Strike. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's very, very, very a cheap move for me. So it's she build meta so very fast, so you can do every time X Cannon Strike. So this move is very powerful because you can wish punish many moves. It's difficult to entire,
Mhm.
and you can't cross take. If you do cross take, you can hit with max combo and stun. Then after combo, you have vortex. So it's a very strong move.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I've definitely seen you blow up the crouch text with this. So much frame advantage. You know, you can get a big combo. You can go straight into ultra. You know, if you hit it
Yeah.
correctly. And what would you say? What do you think Cammy struggles with?
Uh, tuk, 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 tuk. Uh,
It's okay if you don't think she struggles with anything. You know, if you feel like she can handle all the matchups, then that's a valid
oh,
answer too. You know.
for me, Cammy, it's all-round character. She has very less matchup like 4 6.
Mhm.
In this season, she has many 5-5
Mhm.
matchup. Instead, before in Street Fighter 2012, she
Mhm.
has many 6-4 on
Mhm.
her favor, but now there is many matchup who it's 5-5.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So with the updates to the game and the new characters, you think it brought her down a touch in comparison. Interesting. Okay. So we'll see how that plays out. Because I'm interested to see these numbers. You know, I have my opinion, but everybody has their opinion and their bias based on who they play. You know, and you know that's who they play, meaning you know what characters they play, who they play against. You know, whether that's online or offline. So everybody has
Mm,
their bias, and this is why you know we have guys
yeah,
like you to tell me the truth. Because you know if you tell me a matchup, you and TheKillaCammy, I'm gonna believe you guys. I can't wait to see what number we got. But if you look at all of our numbers here, so far, the strongest character we've done is Chun-Li at 241.5. In average, right in the middle is 220. So we have Blanka right in the middle at 220. Surprisingly, we have the
all money.
Abel. Abel, they have the Abel players. This is Kioma and Killer Smurf have Abel at 211.5. So we'll see what the other players think when we add up the other column. Uh, Blockbuster John and Borakuda had Adon at 229. So that's high. That's above average for sure.
Yes,
And then we got E Honda, who's just below Blanka. But 6 whole points is a lot of matchups. He's got a lot of tough matchups. So we'll see where Cammy ends up. My guess is 230. She's definitely better than Adon.
yes. She will have a better average.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Let me see where Killer Cammy is.
TheKillaCammy's
Oh,
in
he's
the voice
in the
chat.
building. What is going on,
Welcome.
Killer
He was just
Cammy?
letting you guys do, your little spiel. So welcome, Cammy. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, man. Yeah. No. How's everyone doing? Everyone's good.
No,
Yes,
excellent. Hold
fantastic.
on, let me make sure. I'm gonna see if I can turn you up because you're a little
Yeah, a
low for
little.
me. Choose volume. Can you give me a quick check there, TheKillaCammy?
Hey. Check 1 2.
Perfect. I doubled your volume. That should be good. All right. So we were just talking about a little brief overview of Cammy. Um, so what do you think? We're just gonna jump right into it. You know, what do you think are her overall strengths and weaknesses? So J-Ho pointed out that you know one of her strengths is the EX dive kick. He thinks is one of her biggest strengths, and one of her biggest weaknesses is coincidentally the update from 2012 to Ultra, where he felt that she'd had more 6-4s in 2012, and she has more even matchups now with the changes made in the Ultra version. So what do you think her biggest strengths are, and what do you think her or weaknesses are as a character?
I mean, like EX Dive is clearly her best single tool. I would say I definitely think that her biggest strength is just the frame advantage and the speed of her normals.
Mm,
I think that's you can play a really solid ground game with Cammy. Like to be honest, you can threaten with EX Dive for a match, and you never have to actually do it, and you'll still
mm,
just body people with close fierce, crouching fierce, close medium punch. I mean, it's stand roundhouse if anyone tries to just do anything near you. She's just a very versatile character. I would also really agree. I think that when other characters got brought up, she definitely kind of balanced out a little bit.
Okay.
Her biggest thing as a character, I'd probably say, is maybe even just her her hurt box. Like you can get some wonky stuff on her with other characters, because she's a little bit wider.
Okay, yeah, you know, I
Yeah,
forgot about that because as DJ, I jump on her pretty easily, and it's like, man, I could hit her like pretty cleanly in a lot of different ways because of how wide she is compared to say to somebody like Guile or Vega who are pretty thin on Wake Up.
Yeah, I mean, like even Cammy has like cross up jump roundhouse.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird. So there's a couple characters that you can do that on. I think it's like two or three tops, and of course, Cammy on Cammy is just cross up jump roundhouse. It used to be an unblockable, before they fixed that stuff.
At least they fix most of it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so no, definitely great explanation, great breakdown. I mean, let's just get right into it. Are there any matchups that Cammy just wins pretty easily? Like, I'm trying to think, is there any universal Cammy matchup like Cammy versus Abel, right? We can just go right first thing on the list, right? What is Cammy versus Abel in your opinion in terms of the matchups? What do you guys think?
for me, it's a 6-4.
6-4, easy
Yeah.
6-4. Boom.
Thanks for I played Strider a lot, and there's a lot of tools Abel does have. When he's got meter, he can change a direction like dive kicks and stuff like that to get himself out of things and deal with them in armor.
Mhm.
So it's not as bad, but it's still like Cammy can still autopilot on a knockdown though.
Yeah, that's always going to be a big deal, you know. I think any character without good defense on wake up or overwhelming pressure is going to really struggle with Cammy. So I could see her, you know, who else has pretty garbage wake up? Actually, you know what? Let me not assume though. Let me not assume because matches are so dynamic, right? That's only one aspect of a match. Um, yeah, so Abel easy 6-4. That one's been that way for a long time. Trying to think what other matchup has been Cammy's favorite for a long time.
Blanka for sure.
Oh yeah, how could I forget Blanka? Yeah, that's another easy 6-4. That's been
Yes,
that way since the game's release, correct?
Blanka is
That's
the easiest
that's the worst.
matchup.
So
Yeah.
J-Ho, you see Blanka and you're like, oh yeah, I'm advancing in the tournament.
For me, Blanka, it's 8-2, 9-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
9-1.
I'd go 7-3. I wouldn't
Seven
go quite
three.
2, but I'd go
Three.
7-3.
For me, it's 8-2 minimum.
Wow.
I never lost vs Blanka player until now.
They would have to be 8-2 is basically
It,
saying they would have to be
it,
extraordinary to
it,
beat
it,
you.
it's very, very easy. Blanka can do nothing
Mm,
against Cammy.
mm,
She has no on neutral game. He can't do nothing. Cammy can jump easily. Blanka can't rolling on block. He can't dash special because she can punish easily. He can't nothing.
And when Blanca's in the corner, you OS stand fierce. So if he does like rainbow ball out, you catch the rainbow ball.
No,
Uh,
just I do all the time dash kick OS GP.
yeah,
He can't X rolling.
yeah.
oh, not
If
even
he,
EX
if
as
he
well.
That's
yes, if he does a rolling up for escape, the DP punish him
Wow. So,
and with maximum damage because the Kame's DP you have more damage when he touch very very high.
mm,
yeah. And he's also one of the few characters where when you do like Sacco combo on, you
mm.
get 2 hits
Yes,
on heavy
on
drill,
spiral.
so that you can
Yes,
F8D and continue. So you can do like
Oh,
it's
crazy
very,
execution.
very yes.
wow. So it's bad on a technical level, you know, just with the OSs and all the tech you have, and then it's bad on a fundamental with the neutrals as well, with neutral as well, and being able to jump at him pretty easily. So he can't anti-air the dive without bars. What you're
No,
saying, he's no way.
no, he can't do it. And you
He
can
can't entire the on neutral. Yes, he can enter with EX bar,
Mm,
but when you see Blanka in crouch, just walk forward.
mm,
yeah.
You don't need to do jump. And
okay.
when you see he's on a standing stance, you can jump free. You have free jump.
Okay. So it's not free where it's like you can't not, you have to know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, if you're a real Cammy player, no way you lose this.
Yeah, I would
Damn.
agree with that.
Okay. Another character I'm curious about because I think that this character has bad defensive problems. How does Cammy do against Viper? Is the defense a problem for you guys being so wide? Dealing with the burn kicks, or can she focus dash out because she's small and quick?
Real quick, sorry, FreeJ, can we get the timer on
Oh,
screen,
sorry.
please?
Yeah, sorry. Where's the
For
countdown?
me, no, Viper has so many reversal, so you can't always against her.
Mm,
Yeah.
So
Viper-
she has many defensive tools. She can DP, she can burning kick, she can X Seismo, she can just focus backdash, or she can cancel her. I don't know. It's here her DP or Seismo, but she can cancel to nothing.
yeah, she can feint and get the invul frame.
Yes. So
okay, okay.
she has so many tools. You can't vortex Viper. You have to play all the time on neutral game.
Oh, so it's a real Street Fighter match, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, okay, interesting. Okay, so it's more honest than I thought. So, what do you think the number is then? So, it sounds close, but
Yes, for me it's 5-5
okay. And what do you think, KillaCammy?
because
So
let's focus.
I still think it's 6-4 Cammy.
Ooh,
Because Viper also has a wide hitbox, so on on a lot of characters, Cammy needs specific confirms to be able to do an actual 50-50 dive kick.
mm-hmm,
On Viper, you can confirm off lights into anything, into just regular drill, and the spacing with her hitbox, you get cross up dive kick on everything as an option. So
Interesting.
you can OS a lot of her stuff, but her comeback factor is insane. It's the same thing when she knocks you down. So I think it's slight Cammy because of that, but I mean 5-5 is also fine with me too. I don't think it's crazy either way. I
mm-hmm.
just think a slight Cammy advantage maybe.
No, I could see that with the Y hitbox because his Viper is going to be vulnerable there. I mean, that's where I try to fight her the most with my characters. Um, and that makes sense with the dive being off any confirm off lights too. You don't even have to think about it. That could be pivotal. But for the sake of argument, we'll leave the 5 there because that Viper comeback
Yeah.
factor is definitely real. It being wide too, you got to be afraid of that jump roundhouse. That jump roundhouse is nasty if you're wide.
Yeah, I play a lot this Gagapa.
Mm-hmm.
She's Viper is as strong as his Bison.
Mm.
So I play a lot with his
Mm.
Viper, and because he play Bison, so he have very solid defensive. So when you watch Gagapa play Viper, it's not like very offensive like Wolfcon or
Like
uh,
Latif and those guys, the normal Vipers, he's
yes,
different.
he play very with her normal, and I think since USF4 she has a buff on her crush medium kick.
Yep, yep,
Oh, right?
yep, she did.
Yeah. So in the problem of Cammy, she has a very big hitbox when she is in standing. So she can do many time cross medium kick to tender knuckle.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I'm playing a Viper in a tournament, I'm picking Yang because I would just rather play that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. So that sounds okay. So that does sound even then. If you're willing to counterpick with
and,
Yang.
and she has a red focus combo, so she
Yeah,
can Viper can
And footsie, she can
come
come
back
back.
yes, she can come back very quickly against Cammy.
Interesting. Okay.
That's why it's 5-5 for me.
And then let me see. I'm gonna pull up some footage soon because I have you on footage fighting Gagapa since you mentioned him. Shout out to Gagapa. What do you think about Cammy versus Bison? if he played you in tournament, he's most likely gonna play who? You think he'd play Viper? Or
Mm,
or is
no.
Cammy Bison closer?
Depends the player who play.
Mm-hmm.
If I play with Decapre, I prefer to play with Viper
I
because
respect that.
it's very annoying to play with Bison.
I agree.
If I play with Bison, I will play instantly Guile. You know.
Oh, really, guy? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but for me, Cammy Bison, it's it's not 5.5.
So
Yeah,
slight
I agree. I
advantage.
think
Okay.
Yes, it's
yeah,
a very slight advantage for Cammy because she has so many damage. If I can touch with EX dive kick, she has very many damage.
Mhm.
So it's difficult for Bison to come back. She has to play very solid play until time over. So, but if Cammy can't do so many damage, it's difficult to come back with Bison.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're trying to move forward on him, you have to approach. It's very easy for him to see that and take him out. What's going on, Chico? Um, yeah,
You want,
it's very
want
hard to walk Bison
yeah,
down because you're gonna
yes,
walk into medium kick, you're gonna walk into slide, and then scissor, and then roundhouse.
yes.
Yeah,
Medium
yeah.
kick,
you have to.
high kick and medium kick is very good tool on neutral, and his wall speed is very fast, so he can just roll back and whiff many jump from Cammy.
Mm,
And you have to pick your OSs because he's got too many escape options when you do get in. Like you can't
Yes,
just OS
like
change it. He
Viper.
can teleport or this. Like you have to multiple OS. You have to more react to everything. So he can escape out if you do finally get in. That's why it's not a steamroll or anything like that. Like I think like 5.5 is where it's actually.
That's why Gaga can play Viper too, because like Bison, both character has several reversal, so you can't OS.
Yep.
okay. Gotta be aware. Interesting. So yeah, I got some footage up right now of you versus Gagapie here. What version? This is the correct version, yeah. Interesting. I mean, J-Ho, the number one thing I noticed about you is you're very grounded. You don't really jump unless, what I mean, you're trying to really take a chance. You spend more time on the ground than most Cammy players, I would
Yeah,
say. But you score there often, so it's like, why do I need to jump when I'm already winning here? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's one thing I notice about your play. Oh, nice forward dash there. Interesting. So not a real setup.
At this point, I can't jump. He can just walk back, so to
Wow.
with several many forward jump or my X dive kick. And at this time he can react to air to air with like this.
Tough, yeah. Gets in. Oh, counter hit. Oh, jump back medium punch. Wow. Oh,
What
online. That sucks.
up, Lariat? I like that emote.
It's a DP, LDP.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You play very well online too, man. I've watched you play enough people, man. Very good execution online, and you don't skip on the hard combos either. Like if double fierce is available, I've seen you go for double fierce every time.
Yes, I try to play like offline, even if it's difficult.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Gaga is very his defense is like, for me it's top on it's a top defense on the world.
yeah, very
And
patient.
It's very difficult to open his guard. To You have to play very you have to be very patient against him and play on neutral.
Yeah, he's taking
That,
very, very good risks. Oh, missed that ultra there.
that's like not. I mean, it is a negative point of Cammy's character. Is like, how do you open people up if they're willing to down back and can tech throws? Like, you have no overhead. That's always issues. Always talked about with Cammy. Because like you have Bison, one of these characters who can just down back and whittle you away. Like, what do you do about that?
And that's the kind of round we had there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You down back, then
you down back a lot in that round.
I see what Daigo means. Street Fighter 4, too defensive. Look at Bison.
Yeah, like you pushed a lot in that round. Like you were definitely trying to, like push the pace and make things happen.
Yeah.
And he was just, I'll just chill here, just block.
Look at that, trying to create something, and then the medium punch snipe. Man, Gagapa's spacing is so excellent. Oh, could have had the perfect, but Guile theme. Oh, that would have caught me. I would have backdashed.
Yes, I miss. I miss OS.
All right, so let's see what other matchups are there for. Let me switch this back here.
Versus Bison, I have more. I'm more confident to play offline instead of online.
Okay, that makes sense.
Often I can react on his knee press. Online, like I can't.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. Like I played against a guy with yellow bars, and I could not get through any of the fireballs as Dee Jay, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to fight this guy pretty honest, unless he throws like a terrible fireball. So I definitely understand that. It definitely affects the matchup. But definitely, I could see that 5.5 though, because Gagaba has some really strong rounds there. Like before, I would have thought like, nah, Cammy's gonna win that, but no, definitely a good example there. Let's see. Let's talk about some old school. Yeah.
Can we actually do Honda next? Because I feel like he's kind of in the same vein. Like he can do the same thing where he can sit down back. Like how does that match play out for you guys?
Yeah, Honda. Let's see if we can get some Honda footage.
For me, I think Cammy beats Honda.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think it's the same as Bison by any means, because Honda's wake up is just straight trash. I mean, you can safely like vortex Honda, and you just OS Ultra. You can even just react Ultra if he tries to like headbutt out. If you see him do like butt splash, is an easy punish too. I mean, he really can't do much. Stand roundhouse is fantastic in that match. He just DP his jumps. You don't have to worry about jump medium punch. So when he just sits there neutral jumping, her jump arc is fantastic for it. So I don't really think it's bad for Cammy at all.
Nice, good point. Yeah.
It's not. Yes, I agree. It's not bad for Cammy, and he has a very big hitbox, so you can X on neutral, not on his wake up, but just on neutral, you can X safely cross up against Honda. On neutral, just do a cross light punch up EX dive kick. You can cross up the EX dive kick vs Honda. So it's very. It's more easy to play vs Honda than Bison.
Wow, yeah, and Honda's pretty wide crouching too. So you probably get crazy combos on him as well.
Yeah, yes, you can when on the cross tech you can do and freeze cross medium pair and again stand fierce to the two can drill.
Damn.
It's like the thing with Honda that makes him like kind of a wall is that like neutral jump fierce, right? But because like I said, the angle of her DP, the minute he leaves the ground, if he jumps forward or neutral jump, you just DP it. Doesn't matter because you have that angle covered. And if you hit him, if he does neutral jump fierce, you get counter hit, which is an extra like 50 damage, I think. Still.
Wow.
So like you get fat damage if he tries to do that, and then after he stops neutral jumping, what's he gonna do? Jab hands the whole game? He doesn't do it.
Try again, sir. Not enough. So you guys are putting that one. What is that, a 6-4 or is that Like worse than
Yeah.
that? 6?
I
Okay.
think 4.
J-Ho, do you think you agree with 6?
Yes.
6. All
Almost
right.
6.5.
All right. Another one. Oh wait, how could I not talk about this? Dhalsim, that's got to be an easy 7-3 in your favor, right? Or is it worse? Because I'm on the Dhalsim hate train. I've been talking about it every episode. I'm sorry, but I just don't think he has a defense to stand up at the game at this point. You know, I just
Yes,
think he's not a real character.
yes, Dhalsim it's 7-3.
Like I feel like you have to. Even me as like if I pick up Cammy and I just do like jab jab medium punch, I could beat a strong sim with that as
You
long as I
can
have legit fundamentals.
when I play with Dhalsim, I will just play with a random drill, medium drill. For trade, VS is
Mm.
normal, and when the drill touch him, so you can vortex him,
Hmm.
and it's over.
That's smart though,
The
throwing out
only
the medium
sim
drill.
that, like, honestly, the only sim that ever consistently beat me, I'm fine to say it, it's Snafu. Like, he used to own my soul. But
Snap is
after
nasty though.
I beat him one tournament, and then after that, it was just like he made me hate that matchup. But it is definitely a 7-3. Like, that's just him just in my head and just being an amazing player.
Mm.
But like tool wise, that like Cammy should never lose.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely definitely had a similar discussion with the Chun-Li players about that. You know what I mean? Like about Honda. Like, yeah, the matchup is really bad and I should never lose to Honda, but if the Honda player is on, you know, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's not a brain dead matchup, you know, it's still you can get outplayed. And that's the beauty of Street Fighter 4 to me. I'm trying to think who else has bad defense that I feel like you're gonna just dunk on. Can you just dunk on Cody? I feel like Cody has bad defense. All he's got is what Zonk, which is slow, and then EX criminal uppers 5 frames. So it's not bad. Full invincible if you need something.
I think she works Cody.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But how bad are we talking here? And I'm just gonna assume like, but you know he does have buttons, right? It's just not enough to keep Cammy out and to deal with her. You know, was it one knockdown in party time?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna say. I think she just can deal with Cody in every aspect. I mean, you have cross up fierce punch 50-50. You have straight vortex 50-50. Neutral, like Cody's great up close because he can just out damage you.
Hmm.
But I think Cammy's damage off that same counter hit is like just as nasty. So I think that she can stand toe to toe with him on the ground. She's got better, easier confirms, and she can poke him out of a lot of things too. And then once she knocks him down, it's just dead. Like I would go 6.5 personally.
Wow.
Yes, the same.
And an agree from J-Ho. Wow, that's awesome. A 6.5 and an automatic agree. Like, no, it is that bad. I mean, I could see that though. I could see that based on your explanation.
I'd say my first thought would have been exactly what TheKillaCammy just said. Is like Cody's nice in the pocket.
Yeah.
Like she's just gonna outrange him, and then she can get a knockdown from that range too.
Yeah, he's
So
gonna have a
like, then
trouble.
when
Yeah.
his body. Yeah.
No,
No,
absolutely right.
he has no defensive move, no DP, no backdash. He has nothing, so you can push him all the time.
Mm.
And she gets a lot of stand light punch punishes on any like criminal uppers that are not properly spaced like perfect too. So she can go
Mm.
stand light punch drill.
Really?
Well,
Yes,
That's got to be terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who else? Who else? Who else can we talk about?
let's
You
just
know
get it
what?
out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way.
What are you
Can we
gonna
do
do?
again? What do you guys,
Yeah. What do you guys
what do
think?
you think about the Gen matchup? Because I feel a way about it.
It's got to be an easy 6-4.
Not good. It's not good.
Gouken. Oh, Gouken. Oh,
No, no. Oh
it's
no, sorry. Gen.
yes,
Sorry.
game.
Yes.
I think
I
now, I think
I
now it's Cammy's favor slightly, like 6-4. Like it's not anything wild, I don't think. But back when Gen had just unblockable city, like that was a holding. So
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree.
yes.
Once he got normalized, the
He was too good.
6-4, he was
He was
too
too good.
good.
They want Evo, they're like nerf. Too good.
But I think the problem too is like, and I don't understand Gen to the point where I think I could comfortably say something. Like I think like a top Gen player could dissect that matchup much better than me because like I've never played like Cien or anybody like that in person. So I mean, for me, like I look at Gen, I look at his tools, and I can kind of base it on that, and I can say it'd be 6-4 Cammy, pretty comfortably. But I mean, I don't know that matchup in like everything. So
I mean, I think it's exactly what you said. Like with the change, so you lose all the unblockable stuff. So, like they have to play a more fair game. Like he can footsie with her, you know, in a ring. Like I mean again, he can't footsie with her, but like you're getting knockdowns at range, like, you know, canceling into drill or whatnot. Like he's not. And then I think a problem he does have that is not really talked about very much is like he has good range pokes, but they get blown up by dive kick, like real fucking bad. It's like I throw out that medium punch, like crouch medium punch, and you just like jumped into the dive kick, like I'm getting blown up for that. And then him on his back is trash. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to hold the like when you hit a button, you got to be like, am I gonna get dive kicked? Because you have no answer.
Like TheKillaCammy, I don't play very good game player, but if one day I play there's a good player again, good player, maybe for me it's 5-5, not 6-4. Because on neutral, Gen is better than Cammy. His cross medium punch and stand medium kick cancel to piano. It's very strong neutral game vs Cammy, and Cammy can't vortex Gen because game player can wake up with changing his stance.
Oh, the stance parry. Yeah.
When he wake up during his wake up, he can change his stance, and when he do this move, Cammy's dive kick whiff all the time. She can't vortex after drill against Gen.
Interesting. Okay. I forgot about the stance parry because I'm not a game player.
Yes. Only the game player do. I play a lot with Vertigo. It's English game player.
Yeah, I seen the name.
And he do all the time this move, and I can't vortex him when on his wake up. I play only on neutral game.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what when we gather some game players what they think. I'm gonna have to take note of that. I know T3 you remember, you know, see what they're experiencing, you know.
I think even with that tool, like the way I look at the matchup, and this is like kind of why I would agree that it's 4-6. Is like I feel like when I'm playing against Cammy, I have to try so hard. Like I have to be on point. Like you sound like he can be vortex, but it's like
it's behind execution.
That is not going to be every option. Like that's still a read on his part on wake up to be doing that. So it's like if you just go for other stuff, you're gonna blow him up too. Yeah. I don't think it's a terrible match. I do think it's 6-4, but I don't think it's like strong one or another. I just know every time I'm playing against a Cammy, I'm like really on edge. Like I gotta do this. Got really focused.
Yeah, she can definitely be explosive.
Yeah.
But like to that point too, like again, like I'd play Yang in that match.
Against Gen.
Yeah, 100%. But that's just my comfort level with the match and everything like that. I know much better with Yang, so I feel like on those matches where if I'm like I'm willing to play my other character, then they can't be that good or anything.
No, that's fair.
That's fair. That's definitely a good barometer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
YOLO Slides in here. So, what do you guys think about Hakan? Let me see. The Hakan players have it as, what do we have? Hakan here. Go all the way over here.
I never play
6-4.
I never play Hakan offline, so I can't. I don't know how. What can I say again on this matchup? But if I will play offline, like I have experience against Hakan, I will say 7-3.
Wow, 7-3.
Because you all Hakan move on block, it's unsafe. But online, it's difficult to punish his move. And many times Hakan, when he play with unsafe move, after unsafe move, he do all the time X command grab. And online, you take all the time.
Mm.
So I think it's 7-3 when Hakan is without oil.
Yes,
And then I
you
think
have just
like
to be patient to keep end of his oil.
yeah, like that character is just dead to rights without oil against Cammy because he can't oil anywhere on the screen. He'll get drilled or ultra just on reaction. You don't really have to care. So
Mm.
once you have ultra, he literally can't oil without a knockdown. No EX, no nothing, doesn't matter. So without oil 7-3, with oil like 6-4, like I mean I think he can kind of deal with her a little bit on certain times, but he's all guessing, right? Like if he guesses wrong, he's dead. Then he's got no oil.
Yep.
So I still would put it 6-4 Cammy.
Mm. So 6-4. Yeah, that's probably at least where it's at. I mean, maybe with
It's
with
matching like slow motion or something. What is
yeah,
this?
I thought it was my
Like,
PC.
what
It's
is
definitely them.
Okay.
So he just wanted to show the slow mo Ultra
The
2.
slow focus.
Yeah, I'm sure Ultra 2 is probably a pain in the ass, but I mean, he only
Yeah.
gets one use out of it. You know what I mean? So if he doesn't win the matchup with it, or it
The thing
doesn't
is,
lead to a game-winning sequence.
you can make it whiff if you just do a really high heavy kick dive.
Mm,
So like if you do a really late heavy dive, you'll just jump over him,
really?
and you don't touch him. Yeah. So I mean like it's kind of obvious after you do it once or twice that it's not gonna like hit, but at that same point, I mean you'll make it whiff. So he has to actually like kind of guess a little bit which dive you're gonna do or time it a little bit better. So
Okay.
if you want to mess with it. But
And then the oil parries and all that stuff is execution based too. He has to know when the hit is coming. So those things are options, but if there's high behind heavy execution, they're not always viable. You know what I mean? Unless somebody's doing it consistently every time, I have a hard time believing it. But I'm sure there's somebody like Swear who's doing it consistently, right? But
yeah, but they're also oil pairing into a jab too, right? So
mhm.
you're not like eating a ton of damage if they hit that high execution, perfectly timed, whatever it is. Like he's
Mhm.
not oil pairing into like heavies,
It's a reset.
so it's not yeah, it's like 100 damage, so you're fine.
That's true. Yeah. That's
Mm.
true.
No, definitely good explanation there.
That's a good point.
Let's see. So we have the Hakan. Did I write that down? Hakan 6-4. Yeah, a lot of green for my girl Cammy here.
I think that we knew that was going to be the case going into it.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be a good
Let me
character.
see. Another character. How did she do against Akuma? That's a match we've seen plenty of times, whether it's K-Rad or even Japanese Cammys like or not even Asian Cammys. Let me include Zhao Hai. Um,
I want to hear like what you have to say about this, but I can't imagine this is terrible for her.
that's why I'm curious. What do you guys think
Yeah.
about the Akuma match? I'm sure you have plenty of online Akuma players to run up against.
So I'll give you mine. So since Ultra 2, where Akuma came in, that swayed the matchup because it used to be really bad for Akuma because
Mm.
he couldn't get out, he couldn't do anything.
Can't
Once he
tell
gets
for
Ultra
you.
2, you have to play like way more footsies and stuff with him. Like you can't vortex on not like you can, but he'll just teleport out and bait you a little bit. So like you don't get to just kind of like run on him, and then he can run away from you. Akuma can vortex you, blah blah blah. I mean,
Mm.
I have it pretty even. Like maybe slightly Akuma favor. I mean, but pretty even overall.
Yeah, for me, it's 5-5.
Okay. So pretty even. Okay. Trying to find. I can't find Tokyo versus any Cammy. Let me see. Trying to pull up something right here.
He just his
At
whole
least for
Street Fighter
Ultra.
4 career, he never played a Cammy.
No, I'm trying. There's a lot of
Played as
super. There's a
Cammy
lot
the
of
whole
super
time.
Cammy. A lot of
It's
super.
amazing. Oh, I don't miss that character.
Super Cammy. Why?
I don't miss that character. Oh my
Bring it
god, the
back.
TK dive kicks, bro. I'm good. That was
Bring it
when
back.
Project Failure was around, and I had to play Marlon Pie in the tournament, and it was
Oh
against Cammy, and
God.
that was brutal.
You just build quarter of a bar full screen, just spam an instant dive.
Like no risk, yeah, no risk at all.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's fucked up. Knockdown. I want to build bar. Don't want to continue pressure.
Yeah.
So even. Actually, okay. So even kind of makes sense. I feel like with her defensive options, she'll be able to at least kind of defend herself. You're gonna have to block at least the first interaction. I'm sure he's gonna have some stuff to beat Cammy's DP. It's not the best DP, It's definitely more beatable than not, in my opinion. But still, it's still a solid option. But how do you said the vortex stopped? Well, it changed when the Ultra 2 came. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Ultra 2. Yeah, because then you have to watch him teleport away. Because it's like, is he gonna launch? Is he gonna punish me? You know what I mean? You don't want to option select because then your option select is getting blown up for free.
Yeah.
So,
you have
such
to
a
let him
dumb
know.
feeling.
Yeah,
Like
you
watching
make the
him
reader now.
teleport away and you're
Yeah,
like, I can't go after him, I guess.
that's it. That is it.
It was just Ultra me.
You know what? Another one. Chun-Li we had really high on our list based on Exeter and Washed Up's tier list. How does Cammy do against Chun-Li? They had it at.
For me, it's 5-5.
Oh, okay. They had a slight advantage to Chun-Li. Okay, so you guys are saying 5-5.
Cammy can also cross up that, kick her off of like any knockdown, and he's got a lot of stuff. She's got some weird, funky things on Cammy too, and I mean, you can't deal with Chun in neutral that well. Like she can react to kicks and do some damage, but I think it's even.
Yeah, I can see that. Chun-Li is a little wide on wake up. She does have the normals and all those types of things to hold herself down. But if you're gonna get a dive, a dirty dive, we'll call it, off of lights, that's definitely big because a stray jab in neutral, a stray button in neutral could completely change the matchup. Let me see. See, all these are old footage. There's no ultra. Who's hoarding the ultra footage? Let me see. We got K-Brad versus Infiltrations Chun-Li.
No one played Chun consistently in Ultra.
That's fair to say. That's definitely fair to say.
Maybe Valmaster, but that might be something new that would work.
Yeah, I played with Valmaster, but I don't have many experience like now. But yes, if I have to play against Valmaster again now, yes, I can say it's 5-5. Both characters have different tool. Shonya has a very, very, very good neutral game, and it's difficult to approach her. She can focus but so many times. It's very difficult to punish her backdash. You have to be patient and keep her on the corner and keep the pressure on the corner. On neutral, you can't play against her.
Yeah, and I see Infiltration having success at multiple ranges. You know what I mean? Oh man, what a back medium there.
Two times K-Brad can do ultra to punish focus backdash, but he can't do that. Only Hawaii has the reflex to do this.
Did he really just? Jesus H Christ! You gotta just hold that when somebody does something like that.
And the thing too is Chun can be played so many different ways that it completely changes. Like the matchup's a lot more fluid than other characters. When you're like I said, I used to play like Chirili all the time, and he's so ridiculously ground based that it's totally different than like how someone else might play the character or whatever else. But she can excel in every component against Cammy, so it's a really tough matchup. I think. Like I mean, it's even, but I think it can really swing in her favor. Like.
Okay, interesting. You know what? That's one of the things I noticed in the Chun-Li breakdown is that how versatile she is, and not just how versatile she is, how strong she is within that versatility. You know what I mean? She's gonna be some of the strongest in terms of overall cast in some of those spots as well. You know what I mean? Whether it's her focus attack or her controlling neutral. Not all of it leads to knockdowns, but it just keeps you out and harasses you in the range that you're already not succeeding in. And a lot of things that are hard to punish. Sweep, she's getting away with that. Checking you walking in, -8. It's hard to punish. Let me see what else we got here. Where's my list? Okay, we're here. Let me see. What do we have? Let's go with another old school matchup. How do you guys do against Balrog? That's another old matchup we used to see all the time. But I feel like this match is another match I don't see anymore. There's not that many Cammy players. You know, there's plenty of Balrogs, but not that many Cammys I see. So how does this matchup go?
It's a rock favor.
Rog favor.
Yes.
Wow. And TheKillaCammy, what do you think?
I gotta agree with that. It's just that the down back with Rog is so strong too. It's similar to kind of like the whole Bison thing, but it's just like that jab and just I mean, Rog can really shut down so many of her options.
The biggest problem on this matchup is his hitbox. When you do just the one jab, the pushback is so many. There you have so many pushbacks, so you can't push a Rogue after one jab. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can't throw. You can't frame trap. You can't EX dive kick. Rogue just have just to block one or two jab, then he can make jab.
This
And
is
it's
sorry.
very difficult to.
This is PR Balrog versus Chai Ready. Oh, nice crouch medium there. Yeah, you don't want to rear him turn punching. That's your fault. Wake up jab. Damn, in the corner now. Yeah, the down back's gonna be good. The crouch hard punch, the range of his normals. Oh wow. Okay. No, we didn't get the full punish.
And he can just like jump back, like normal. Her dives on reaction when she's in the air and everything else. Like he can just deal with her so well.
Like the jump back hard punch. Yeah, that's pretty annoying, especially if you're trying to approach from the air.
And because his hitbox, the pushback from his hitbox, when you want to throw, you can't throw him, so he can do all the time X dash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because everything you have is single hit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like PR Rog is able to keep himself in a pretty solid position here. Like I don't think he didn't look in danger, you know. Like he might have lost life. He was getting hit, you know. He didn't perfect them, but it didn't seem like any time he was like, all right, you know, I gotta really be afraid here. Like, nah, this is just Cammy. Yeah, okay. So let me pull up another matchup here. Oh, let me do this. I always forget. Boom. All right. So you said Rog's favor, but how much in Rog's favor? Is it like a 4-6? Like is that considered a counter pick, or is it just a slight disadvantage?
No, it's 6.5 for Rogue.
Wow.
Yes.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I was gonna say 6.4, but 6.5. I mean, I definitely think it's one of her worst matchups.
Wow, I was not expecting that. One of her worst matchups being Balrog. But, I mean, like T3 pointed out, you know, once you mention the down back, it does make sense that Rog is going to be strong there.
Yeah, no matter how strong she is, like, if she can't open someone up, it doesn't matter.
But it's not even the down back with him. It's the down back combined with the fact that, like, after one normal, you can't throw him. So why would he ever, like, stand throw or crouch tech or anything else?
Yeah, why would he get Vega?
Yeah, that's on you. Block one jab. And if not, you know, if you try to throw him after the block dive, then he's going to be able to read that. He's going to be able to escape.
It's the only matchup who, when on paper you are on +2, +3, but the team you are not on plus because even you are plus after jab you can't do cross medium punch or any move because pushback it's very important to all Cammy's move with, so he can make jab all the time and with punish you. I have the same problem when I play Vega versus DOS, but Vega have more less defensive move than Balrog.
See, I was gonna go to the charge character since you mentioned Vega.
Yes.
If we can jump on down the list, because I would have thought Cammy would have been able to beat up Vega because his defense wouldn't be able to hold up. But how does it actually play out?
Uh, uh, I have to play offline this match, but when I play Zeus online,
Mm,
eh, it's it's uh, it's 50-50.
mm.
On neutral, I can't beat him. Vega has very strong move who he can beat Cammy easily. Stand medium kick, cross medium punch, or cross high punch. It's very good neutral. And at this range, if I jump, he can react with air throw or just focus backdash. So I can't approach him easily. But if yeah, I have to, I need only. Um,
Okay. That crouch medium
I,
hit really far. That's right outside of your range.
at this point, Camille has no move to play on neutral.
Mm,
And if you do stand high kick on block, it's unsafe.
mm.
Even max range, the guy can punish you with a cross medium punch.
Oh wow.
Do you know the frame data on her stand heavy kick? I'll pull it up right now, actually.
I think
Okay.
it's -8.
It's my
-8.
yes.
Wow, -8. So that's
Yeah,
gonna
I didn't
that,
think
that's
it
gonna
was,
get
yeah,
you
I didn't know it
ultra'd
was
by some
negative.
characters.
Yeah, wow. I don't think I ever knew that.
Because
For real.
ultra, you have the distance. Even Chun-Li, her ultra is 7 frame startup, but to combat to Cammy, you have 1-2 frame more.
Mm,
So she can't punish Stan Rouse. But yeah, only Claw has for me, Claw it's the only character he can punish Stan high kick from Cammy, even if you do max punch.
mm,
It's like I think the problem with some of the stuff was that when the game was played for a while, people thought like you were saying, like characters with bad defensive options. Oh, they can't deal with dive kick. This whatever it is, but they can just keep her to a point where the dive kick isn't that scary, and the dive kick is a risk. And then like that's how they deal with her. Like you can almost remove dive kick from her arsenal for if you keep her at a certain range. And like really skilled Vega players, like we're talking at the top tier levels, will be able to do that. So it does change how you think about a lot of these matchups.
I mean, yeah, the dive. Oh,
His
uh, wow.
neutral is very strong.
Yeah, Zeus's neutral is probably one of the best I played against.
Definitely needs to have good neutral if you're gonna play Vega.
Yeah, not optional. Does
At a
not come
successful level,
pre-installed.
If you play neutral in Vega, you lose.
yeah.
All right, so
Like
what do you guys think about the number of this matchup, though? You're giving me great examples where it's not, can't be dominating because of dive and EX dive. And Zeus is forcing his neutral game pretty hard.
For me, it's 5-5.
Mm,
On neutral, Vega can beat Cammy, but if Cammy can can open one time his gun and you can do vortex, so it's uh, I don't know.
one
yeah.
mistake
So
and one
even though the
mistake and
neutral is
that is
tough, you can still get in and you can make it hell. You can always come back, and that's definitely important in matchups too. Sorry, you were saying, Killer?
I was just saying like yeah, it's one mistake and it's just
One mistake from Vega. If you take down Vega, you have a chance to come back because Vega has not reversal or defense option to escape Cammy's vortex instead of Balrog, who he can just EX dash or focus dash.
Mm, mm. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So even, okay, and wasn't expecting even there. I'm trying to think what other. Oh, we got my boy. What do you guys think about Cammy versus DJ?
It's for Cammy.
You think it's in Cammy's favor?
Yes.
I can't wait to hear this. Because I tell you right now, FREEJ does not agree.
Oh, I never lost against DJ player.
No. All right. We're not talking about right. I have to say this all the time, right? Because imagine if, right, nobody played Evil Ryu. Everybody thought he was corny. Nobody liked the design, right? And nobody ever played him in tournament, right? And he's easily top 3 in the game, arguably 5 the lowest, right? So it's like the player community has really got everybody confused. I think that, well, first off, J-Ho, I can easily admit, you're an amazing player, right? So most of the DJ players are not even gonna have the fundamental skill to keep up or the tech to keep you down. So I could see that, but I can assure you, it's DJ's favor.
When I play the DJ,
Yeah.
I play only neutral.
Mm.
I'm waiting for DJ to go in the corner because the DJ player like to wait.
Hold on, sorry, it went away a little bit there. They like to what? J-Ho, you there?
I think it's someone's connection might have happened.
Okay.
Or you just muted him because you didn't want to hear the truth about
No, TheKillaCammy, no. I'll play all of you. No, it's DJ's favorite, man. But I'm curious though, what you guys think? Yeah.
I think Cammy wins. I think it's 6-4 Cammy. I don't think it's crazy bad. Because again, hey, you can't vortex him. Fantastic. We spent
Hello.
part of this podcast explaining how the vortex doesn't matter in a lot of matchups.
Yes, you don't need vortex like if you when you play with Guile against DJ. Just all DJ player many times he just hold back and just projectile, and you have just to be patient. And when you DJ just alone to keep on the corner without you to anything. And when DJ is on the corner, you have a better neutral against him. Stand heavy kick is very good tool to keep you on the corner, and you can out of play against his Sagat to whiff finish.
Interesting. So you guys think it's 6-4 Cammy?
Yes.
6-4.
And I think her normals can deal with you in neutral too. Like again, like I mean,
It's a matter of you need to be very patient. If you do all the time jump or forward dash to push him, you will lose. But if you can keep patient, you can win easily.
Okay. 6-4 Cammy versus DJ, and then I think we only have one charge character left. I think we did them all, right? We got Blanka, Balrog, Bison. The only thing we're missing is Decapre. How do you do against evil Cammy?
It's for Cammy. 6-4 Cammy.
6-4 Cammy. Wow, Stinger, no problem. Neutral, no problem.
En neutral, Decapre has the same neutral than Cammy, and so she has to be crushing to keep her DP to beat dive kick. But when you see Decapre and standing, you have just to jump. And if you take down Decapre, you have unblockable dive kick vortex.
Ooh, unblockable on Decapre. Okay.
Must be nice.
She deserves it. I hate her.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Like if you don't know how to do the vortex on Decapre, then Decapre's playing a different game. She's not playing. She's in her own world. So if you don't know how to do the vortex once you knock her down, it's not in Cammy's favor. You need to learn that very specific thing. Otherwise, you're gonna lose more often than not.
Okay. So the tech is so vital in the matchup. If you don't have it, it's a completely different game. And you know what? I have the same thing in some of my matchup chart stuff for DJ. It's like if you don't have this specific jump tech down as DJ, you're gonna lose to Ken every time because you're gonna have to play grounded and you're not gonna beat him there. Sorry, that's just the reality of the match. You're you're not putting yourself in the optimal winning position. So you need that tech. Got you. Okay. Let me see who else is interesting here. So that's all the charged characters. Real quick, easy explanation. But I think Cammy's also a pretty simple character. I feel like the depth comes in your approach. You know what I mean, and what you're trying to do, and where you're trying to position yourself. How does she do against Dudley? I think I could pull up some good K-Brad versus Smug footage. I'm sure that went back and forth. But what do you guys think about Dudley?
I think it's even.
I don't know. I don't play this very great Dudley player, so I can't say the matchup.
Oh man.
I want to play this bug.
That would be amazing, man. That'd be amazing.
Like,
Gilstone Marai's not bad. He's in your area too.
Gil stole my ride.
Yeah, Gil is really good too. But yeah, like whenever I play Smug, I just pick Yang.
Sounds like an even Cammy matchup. If I'm not playing her for,
exactly, right?
You never heard of this tournament, friend?
If I'm playing Yang, it's even.
Have I heard of this?
Bad, so.
Are you asking? Are you just joking?
You are so lucky to play the Smug.
Yeah, so this is K-Brad versus Smug. This is actually a tournament that was held in my home state of Connecticut. This had actually a really strong turnout. This was like a regional level tournament out of nowhere. Really strong turnout for Street Fighter 4. We were getting like close to 100-man tournaments over here. And we had Smug come through, K-Brad, Dominion would come through, like a lot of Northeast killers. Some you may or may not know, but they definitely were killers coming to play in Connecticut. It was this one in Resistance 4 where I got bodied by Smug in Grand Finals.
You made it to Grand Finals, so.
I did. I beat all my rivals in one tournament, so nobody could take that away from me. Oh, one mistake. Let's see how it pays off. Oh, block. Wow, rare overhead block. That overhead, man, I don't even want to get started because I'm talking about Dudley, but it's either too fast or too safe. They got to do one or the other. You know what I mean? I don't mind it being safe. Make it, I mean, but it's got to be slower. And if you want to make it that fast, it needs to be punishable. Like, I want it -5.
Seeing his overhead and Ibuki's overhead combos make me so mad about Gen's overhead being punishable on block and not leading to anything.
You have overheads?
Overhead is 26 frames. For me, it's very slow.
Yeah, it's really a shame.
It's very slow, so you can react and block then.
Yeah, I still get hit because I'm not good. But
I just looked up real quick. Dudley's overhead is only -1.
Yep.
I hate this game.
Yep. And it's 14 frame startup. It has a bunch of active frames, so if they media, it's also plus.
-1, yes, exactly.
Yep.
Oh
man.
So it's plus.
And the jump roundhouse is one of the best jump-ins in the game too. Gotta love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so even on the Dudley matchup, you know what? And I can't say I'm too surprised either, because you're gonna be able to dish it out. He's gonna be able to dish it out. And I think his defense is definitely gonna keep it closer. I think if he had better defense, it might be a bad match for you guys. If he can do more on not just defense too, and neutral too, because I felt like Dudley naturally does bad against like long lows.
Yeah.
That's one of his few weaknesses, his few natural weaknesses. So we got even on the Dudley matchup. Okay. Here's another quick one. What do you guys do to Dan? Is that a real matchup, or you guys just?
It's been an interesting one in previous episodes. Yeah,
because sometimes Dan gives characters unique problems. Like he gives Abel a problem. Like Sagat is like joking that he beats Killer Smurf with Abel. I mean, beat his Abel with his Dan. It's like, oh, my Dan's shitty. I was like, well, him and Kim will both say it's a bad matchup, so you're beating him in a 6-4. So how does Cammy actually? Is it free, or does he pose some interesting threats?
6-4.
6-4, another one, easy one.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Damn, is Cammy the best character in the game? Hold on.
I think like if you have the tool, if you have an actual DP, like you at least have a tool to call Dan out if he's just gonna go to knee pressure, you know.
You have just to match a stand jab against him.
Stand jab, that's
so it's not even real, yeah.
Because he had no projectile game, and stand jab is to beat his Tetsu.
Okay, so you can just do right out the block string, stand jab, easy, no issue.
Just stand jab on neutral. He can
I haven't seen that yet. I'm trying to think. We're gonna have another rare matchup. I mean, no, let's call. Wait, how could I forget Guile? Guile, that's another classic one, right? That's got to be 6'4", right? I don't see Guile doing enough damage and being able to keep you out long enough to win the matchup
Yes,
consistently.
6.5.
6.5, worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And TheKillaCammy stamping that one.
Yeah, I was playing Zyminion for ages with that, Rebello for ages with that. I mean, it's very good Guile players can obviously deal with it, but that is stressful because once they get one knockdown,
Yes, one knockdown, it's over. Only one.
Yeah.
Damn, only one. Yeah, I seen those dives hit crazy, the freeze frames. I had a flashback right now just thinking of one that hit so far behind Guile and he's just there in the hit animation. It's insane.
You can watch a ghost clip on the last ghost clip on YouTube. You can see why.
Let me see. Here's a clip. I'm gonna pull it up. Shout out to Ghost. I know there's some tournament running. We're definitely gonna host them right after. Let me see. You said his latest clip
on YouTube in Ghost channel.
Oh, is it bad matchup? Oh, okay. Yeah, hold up. So we're gonna pull this up. Make sure we're here. This is a short clip, guys. Don't blink. He whiffed the jab. Oh no. Damn, stun? Wow. And Zane's Guile's not bad, man. It's just like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You gotta be a religious man and just pray.
You gotta be a religious man and play.
One knockdown, it's over.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was literally the picture perfect example of what happens there. Sheesh. So that was another easy 6-4. And just taking a step back here, look at we have only what two? Well, we have a couple even matchups, but they're against the high tier, and a surprise losing matchup to me at least against Balrog. Trying to think. How do you do against the grapplers? I remember that being tough. You know, she can be safe jumped. You know what I mean? She can be crossed up. She is a little vulnerable on defense. But how does she fare against the grapplers? Are you able to keep them out with the normals?
I think she loses
it's slightly even for Gef, but Cammy has tool for win.
Oh, you said the Geef match is slightly in Geef's favor?
Yes, kite away 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
And TheKillaCammy, you agreeing with that, or do you think it's dead even?
No, I think slightly Geefs.
Okay. So slightly Geef. And what about Thunderhawk? T-Hawk. I love T-Hawk. He's my favorite grappler to play.
I think she loses to Hawk.
It's 6-4 for 7-3 for Cammy.
7-3 in Cammy's favor, but TheKillaCammy saying she loses the Hawks. Hold on. So J-Ho, have you played Incod?
For me, I play a lot. Not now, but in Xbox I played him, but I don't have problem with T-Hawk. Online and offline is different. Offline you can really react on any T-Hawk move.
That's fair. That's fair.
Online it's different. Depends the connection from player. So, but if I play Inco and offline, yeah, I think I can win. Like I will win easily.
Convincingly. Okay. So.
T-Hawk has no good neutral like game. Game has many tools on neutral game who beat Stenhouse from Cammy, but T-Hawk has nothing, and his jump is very high and slow, so you can DP easily.
So the matchup is in Cammy's favor, but I think the player matchup is just something that is really, it's hard to capture that in numbers. You know what I mean? Like what really happens against T-Hawk, because I've seen Incog play matches and it looks like a nightmare, but then I've seen him have rounds where it's just like, oh shit, T-Hawk can actually swing and bang here. You know what I mean? It really is. It's tough to say.
Offline, you can react on every all of his counter fire.
Mm.
If I see EX move, I GP instantly.
Mm.
And if I do just normal counter fire, I do just standing high kick.
It's just that's a free damage. Was that like 100 damage, 120 or
Yes.
something? It's gonna be
He
yeah.
can't jump at Cammy can do standing high kick on width, and if Theo could jump, Cammy has the time to DP because Theo jump is very slow.
Okay. Let me see. DBJ, shout out to him, the homie. Talked about Koji Cog versus LPN. Let's see if we can find that. KOG.
Like, I'm kind of on the opposite thinking. Like, I agree with everything there. I mean, you can totally keep him out, but I mean, it's almost, to me, it's almost like inverse Vega, where for us, like, Vega can keep us out, but if we get in once, like, we can just kind of like run over him. And Hawk has that same ability with Cammy, because it's just some of those setups off of any command grab is insane. Like, you cannot tell. I've spent time with, like, I played KOG when he came to North America before. I play a guy here in Canada, Blue Blazer, a lot.
Oh, Blue Blazer, shout out to him. Haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, like that matchup to me, it's just like maybe even, or I mean, maybe slight Cammy's favor. I personally think he beats Cammy, or he has all the ability to do it. But I also haven't played that matchup in a long time. So I mean, I just think that he has the ability to just completely.
Oh, that roundhouse is cancer.
Yeah.
See, I think that last sequence there. Oh, sorry, I'm watching the match by my damn self. So we'll pull it back. This last little sequence here, I think, is what kind of J-Ho's honing in on when he's talking about this matchup here. So we'll get him to the corner.
J-Ho in the chat.
I don't know why, but
He says that a Cammy player.
you can free Michi T-Hawk, except when he has Ultra or EX, but you can Michi T-Hawk. You don't scare about T-Hawk on his wake up. You can press him free. Instead of GF, we can Lariat on wake up, so it's more difficult to press him, but T-Hawk you can free press him.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say LPN's a Cammy player either, though. I think he is definitely a hybrid player. He just plays. It's kind of like infiltration, you know. He'll play whoever gets the job done. He wants to win.
It's not main. It's not his main, but in this matchup he is confident to play with T-Hawk.
I would have DP'd first. There's no way I would have woke up and blocked there. No way. I would have gave you the FU DP.
When you see T-Hawk with with meter, you have to do nothing. If you do stand high kick on neutral to try to poke him, you will lose because he can X counter spire.
Oh, this could be bad.
So you have to just wait and let him use his meter.
Okay. Wow, what a whiff punish that roundhouse there. That button's so horizontal. It's like, and then the stand medium kick too. Oh, yeah, nice jump. Really no, he did not. Koji Cog, get this guy off my damn screen. What did I just see? This guy's insane. But his also style, you know, styles also makes matchups too. You know what I mean? I think the game is so diverse. You know what I mean? Like you could have. I have some DJ players tell me something about a matchup. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So it really matters, you know, what tool set you're playing for and what your strategy is. Winning the matchup is not enough, and it also doesn't mean just one thing. You know what I mean? It's so interesting to talk about these matchups in depth. So now, sorry, let me get this off here. So what do you guys think about the matchup though? So J.O. saying 7-3. I don't think it could be that bad in Cammy's favor. I don't think it could be that bad. Maybe 6 for Cammy, maybe 5.5. I could see the Hawk offense being specifically problematic for Cammy because she is wide, and she's also vulnerable to lows if she doesn't have EXDP. But you guys are the Cammy players.
I'm closer to even than anything. So that's just my personal opinion.
Okay, so I think we might have to just settle at a 6 because if J-Ho's saying 7, 7.5 is 12 divided by 2.
It's not even. For me, it's for Cammy's favor.
At least.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, it's Cammy's favor.
Interesting. We got to get you versus Incog in a long set and see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be interesting. We'll have to have a Ghost set that up because he's also UK, so I'm sure you guys will have a solid connection. Because France has great internet. I have better connection with France sometimes than West Coast United States. I've actually had better connections with the UK than some of the American players. Let's see, what other matchups can we talk about here? You know what? Well, Ultra, you can't start talking about Ultra. How does she do against the Twins? You know, they came out AE, shook up the world. You know, how do they fare in the final version against Cammy?
Young, it's 5-5, but Yun, it's for Yun favor.
Okay, even with Yang, and then Yun's favor. And
the problem of Young, then his damage is very poor. He has no damage. Young has no damage. Instead of Yun have many damage, and she can jump against Cammy very easily. It's difficult to enter Yun even if you have one of the best DP at the game. It's very difficult to enter Yun, and Yun has a very big combo Kara specific against Cammy. So it's in favor, but Young it's even because even if Young is better at all, Cammy has more damage, so she can come back easily against Young.
Yeah, whereas Yun is gonna probably close it out more often because he's gonna hit you harder. At least 250, on any random confirm, off a medium or something, he's gonna be able to cash out on you. Yeah, that makes sense. This is Kazunoko versus some I don't know what Cammy this is, but they're playing.
Yeah, so to that point too, like he was saying, Yun can do like three medium punch to crunch a medium kick on Cammy, so he gets like just really good damage from anything. His dive kick is just so hard to deal with. You do get some wonky stuff on him, but I definitely think it's 6 for Yun, and then Yang is definitely Yun because Yang is better in the matchup, but he has to hit her so many damn times that it's so tilting, and then if she hits him once, it's just trouble.
Wow, you see that reset by Kazunoko? Thought he was closer to the corner than he was. Yeah, the 3 crouch medium punch as Yun, that's definitely a big deal. Grisha, what's going on, homie? So let me wow, you guys, you know what? You guys agree on most matchups, so that's pretty solid. That Cammy, I think she's so simple though. Even though you may have different strategies, right? If you're playing her correctly, you're gonna be looking for these types of things, and they're gonna give characters problems, and I think also not playing towards a vortex as much as people think is definitely changing my view on the character as well. Because I feel like now I might have weighted in too heavy, compared to say her neutral and whatnot, which is just as strong.
I think like they go so they're so synergistic. Like she has good neutral, which allows her to get a knockdown, which allows her to go to a vortex that is strong too. So like it just all works together well. Her tools.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We got the Twins down. How does she do against Poison? I absolutely hate Poison. I think she's too strong.
It's for Poison.
It's in Poison's favor.
It's a 7-3 for Poison.
7-3? Whoa. Yeah. That bad. What is happening in that matchup?
It's a Guile without charge.
God
If
without charge.
Guile can do Sonic Boom to Flash Kick all the time, Cammy can't win against Guile, but
Wow.
Poison can do this.
And
he
Pitt
can do
agreeing. Pitt saying in the chat, he's saying 6'4", but he.
he can do just projectile than DP.
Yeah, it's worse than 6'4", 100%. She controls everywhere on that screen versus Cammy, and she has some just completely dumb stuff with Cammy's hurtbox too.
You can't punish projectile with Ultra.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really bad. I think
Yeah,
that's
no,
probably
that
the worst.
Ultra, that Fireball, I learned with DJ. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna use Ultra 1, so when they cancel a button into the Fireball, I'm gonna go through it. I got hit. I actually had to pick Ultra 2 and catch the first possible frame of their body to go into the animation so the Fireball wouldn't interrupt me. Like, that Fireball
Yeah.
is so damn active. What a ridiculous character that is. One more patch, that's all I needed. Nerf her. She beats DJ 7-3 as well, so I'm not surprised. She's gonna be high up on the numbers too, though, because that's 2 7-3 matchups she has. She probably has more, but that's what happens. You give somebody a Rekka, a DP, and a Fireball. That's ridiculous, and anti-air juggles. But that's enough of poisons. DBJ's here. DBJ's here. He's one of my favorite Sakura players, Chris G and DBJ. What do you think about Sakura versus Cammy? Can Sakura keep up with the pressure in the offense? I know Sakura lacks in defense, but how does that actual match play out?
It's like slightly even for Cammy. It's like 5.5.
Mm.
Yeah.
Even if Sakura has no DP to entire Cammy, uh, sometimes she can enter with crouch face, stand face, and she has many not unblockable, but she many hard blockable.
Yeah, with the jump roundhouse, jump heavy punch, it's all there.
Yeah, yes. Even if you delay wake up or not, she can do her setup.
And she's wide as well, right? Doesn't she get extended combos in you as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Okay. And you said, hold on, you said slight advantage to Cammy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
because Cammy
Okay.
has her tool is better than Sakura, but but I can't say it's 6-4 for Cammy.
Yeah. Like I'd put it even, but 5.55 is all the same.
Yeah, it's close enough. Sometimes it can be splitting hairs, but sometimes it is necessary, right? So it's always tough with the point fives. All right, so we got Sakura down 5.5. We're moving through these pretty quickly, but like we said, Cammy's more simple. What does she do against Adon? I know that waking up quickly is annoying. I think she has the buttons to deal with him in neutral and things like that. Because I feel like Adon's maybe a little overrated, but John was showing me otherwise with his tier list. So what do you guys think?
It's slightly for Adon.
Mm,
5.5 for Adon.
wow. And TheKillaCammy, what are you thinking? You thinking close to even? You
I agree
thinking
with that.
4.5?
No,
Wow.
I think it's 4.5.
His standing high kick is very powerful against Cammy. He can what's his move?
Jaguar
Jaguar
kick.
kick. Yes, Jaguar kick. And it's difficult to punish him when he can do the normal on air version, and you can do the difference between this.
Mm,
You can hear the difference, but when you see it, it's too late to react.
okay.
And his wake up is one who threw him uh, faster, though, so you can. It's more difficult to set up him.
Mm, okay. No, I could definitely see
A lot of
that.
the dive kick- Yeah, a lot of the dive kick setups don't work because of his wake up. So if you do it wrong, you mistime it, you just whiff right in front of him. It's really awkward.
Ooh, and then full punish.
Yes.
Ouch.
And after his DP, he has safe jump.
Let's see. I got some high level online players and show you guys here. Boom. Let's see.
like that Jaguar kick. It's very difficult to. It's a gap. You have to focus or not focus. If you focus and he do standing Jaguar kick, it's armor break. And if you want to punish his Jaguar kick, but he do instant air Jaguar kick, it's difficult.
Okay, so Osigi been able to rush him down there. But yeah, no, I definitely hear you about the Jaguar kicks. Uh, I don't try to focus because I end up getting armor broken and other things. So I ended up not really going to it, even though I should. See, that was an instant air, that one I saw. But like you said, sometimes by the time you see it, it's already too late, you know?
Yes.
And at least in DJ's case, though, right? He has EXOBot, and that's going to be any dive. I mean, any Jaguar kick. And it's so easy to respond with just forward and kick as soon as you see it. But if you have to respond with something else, I could see that being difficult, you know? Even with the DP shortcuts, it's still tough. Oh wow, high dive and a good combo. So is he wide too? Cause that fierce to medium punch worked. Oh, no, I thought that was gonna work too.
I don't know why the Adon player use stand first when entire aim.
And what should he be using?
He used it twice stand first to try to entire Cammy and it whiff. That's why Cammy win this
Mm,
match.
so errors on the Adon's part. He doesn't actually know how to play the
Yes.
match. Yeah, and a lot of people forget to cover that too. You know, like when they say something about a matchup, it's like, well, you know, that guy doesn't actually know how to play the matchup. You know what I mean? Like the true optimal way. You know, because sometimes the matchup requires you to be, you know, not normal Cammy stuff. But if you do play that way, you'll win the matchup. You know, and you got to keep track of that stuff too. So if he's not
But-
playing right, this might
but
not be the best example.
you can watch Alun versus Gamerby. You can see.
Ooh, let me see Alien versus Game. Let me see if we have it.
Uh,
See
It's
if
a
we
good
have it.
matchup.
We got Super. That's gonna be different. Oh, that's my favorite Street Fighter match. Daigo versus Gamer B. Nah, that's too many.
Even in Super, the Super version is the most of the one of the
Yeah.
strong
Let's see.
Cammy's
Let's see what it looks
version.
like.
So
Instant dive to build meter.
on notre game, Adon is very strong.
Yeah, I forgot to ask John what his strongest version is. Okay, he doesn't get a good punish from that far though, so that's not bad. Yeah, it's very interesting though. I really wish we could have got one more touch. If Street Fighter 2 got one, I want one more.
You just do a community mod.
That's on my table, dude. I was thinking about it. If we go, we'd have to go like super small changes and have mod tournaments.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of big stuff that would even needs to be changed. You know,
Yeah, I would
unless you want
start.
to do crazy stuff like Rainbow Edition or something
Nah,
for
nah.
something fun, but as like a true balance thing. Yeah, I think very little actually needs to be touched.
Just deal with Elena.
You got to deal with Elena
Yeah,
Poison in the top tier, and then
Every,
the bottom tier. No,
every time you
Pit,
close
you
one,
go to hell. This guy said buff Poison. Get him out of here. Nah, she'd have to get touched up. So would Elena. So would Decapre. Capri's ridiculous. I think she flew under the radar a little bit, but until Do and Infiltration started showing people what's up, then it's like, okay, this character is real. Yeah, I see what you mean by Adon though. It's already, I mean, this is a different version, you know, and he only got better in more aspects than I guess overall. You could say he got better. And is there any matchups where you guys like Ultra 2? I just feel like it's never a thing I see unless people are messing around. But are there some matchups where you do like it?
I never play Ultra True.
It's Prank Ultra.
Only one.
Yeah, I think fixing a hurt box would definitely help. You know, just make her fat like a Cammy or Chun Li, and then I'll be fine with Poison. Fireball recovery's got to change too. All right, so let's get this out of here. Boom. Get this back up. Oh, let me show you guys real quick. I want to show you guys. My little emo. Since nobody's followed, you haven't any followers yet, I figured I'd show you guys. This is
I
our
haven't
follow.
seen it yet.
Spiral the follow button, and then our subscription.
Drive Smasher!
That audio clip I actually had to edit because it's in the game. It's 2 separate clips. And then if anybody decides to raid, let's throw up the jacket. We just arrived. Love me some Cammy though. I like playing her in ST even though she's terrible, but she's fun. All right, so we got a lot of matches done. Wow. Man, since we talked about Elena, we already talked about Poison. Let's talk about Elena. Can you keep up with Elena? How does she deal with it? You know what I mean? You're fighting with somebody who has similar range to you, to be honest. So.
Wait, this character, I don't know. Wait.
I sat with Gamer B last was it
Canada
Cup?
Yeah, nice.
And so I played him in tournament, and then I played Yang just because I was leaning more towards Yang, and I was like at the end, like he beat me 2-1, and then I was like, should I pick Cammy? And he goes, no, Cammy's worse. So I mean, he's saying that Elena beats Cammy like 6-4, 6.5 for Elena, so that's just what I'm gonna go with because that I mean it's Gamer B. He knows that way better than I do. So.
Yeah, he's playing against the elite Cammys as well with Zhao Hai and all the other Asian Cammys, strong Cammys that were around.
She just has that crouch light punch, and like you can beat dive kicks.
Really? Wow.
For me, there is no matchup. It's a bug character.
So it's not even a matchup. So we're just gonna put the 3.5 there, because that's what GamerB says. What about Evil Ryu, another quote top character?
It's the 6-4 for Evil Ryu.
And KillaCammy.
Wow, really?
How do you feel? Evil Ryu beats Cammy as well?
Yeah.
Really? So yeah. And what is it? What is happening here? Is it the crouch forward? Because I can see the crouch forward at least being able to get, past your crouch medium kick and maybe under your stand roundhouse.
Because cross medium kick.
Damn, that really changed the matchup.
When I play Evil Ryu and I do cross medium kick on neutral game, there's many character sometimes it will be wish because I'm not at the range. But there's Cammy, it's connect all the time because Cammy's hitbox is very large on neutral.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He can cross medium kick at standing high kick range from Cammy.
Here we go. We got pulling up right now. We have K-Brad versus Daigo. Oof. Yeah, he's just getting in there. He's already gotten to the corner. Wow. When do you see Cammy block this much?
Look at the range cross medium kick. He's connect very.
And did they get rid of cross-up jump roundhouse from Evil Ryu on Cammy, or is that still in?
Oh, I forgot about that. I've seen him do it on Cammy and Guile.
Yeah. So I mean, like that's the thing too, right? He wins neutral. He does more damage than Cammy, or close, same or more, and then he has a way just as good of a vortex situation, right? So he just outpaces her in every kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I feel like Daigo. I mean, it is Daigo, but it is also K-Brad. I feel like he's just showing the strategy right here. Like, he's not doing anything fancy. He's just playing some solid Street Fighter, and it seems pretty annoying for K-Brad.
It's also like the fear of it, it is solid, just straight up, like zoning, blah blah blah. But if you get clipped by that low medium kick, now you're gonna eat so much damage.
Doesn't matter how good you were
like,
playing.
Have the added caveat, yeah. It's not like eating, a regular Ryu crouch medium kick. Like, ooh, I'm gonna eat a fireball. Maybe he'll sweep me after. Like, no, Evil Ryu's gonna take at least 30%.
And then red focus too, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just he's got so many options off that crouching medium kick, and it's so good against Cammy.
Damn, and then K-Brad missed his chance to lock him down with the dive, and then back to this. It was all for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, good patience. Yeah, and K-Brad, he's not doing terrible, but I feel like as long as Daigo resets and gets back to the strategy, he's gonna eventually win. Oh, okay. Unless he makes a mistake. But that's on him and not the matchup. Gotta be able to separate the two. Wow, that stand medium kick really was just annoying. But, I feel like stand medium kick always makes you want to respond. Because you're so frustrated. It's such a mental guard breaking button. It's like, yo, I gotta press that. It's like, nah, bro. You have to just reset. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Ryu's favor. So what about regular Ryu? I'm surprised we've gone this far without talking about the regular Ryu.
It's for Cammy.
Yeah.
And then complete opposite. So
it's not the same matchup.
You beat him until he gets angry, and then it's a different matchup.
It's not the same neutral game. Ryu can't do a medium kick all the time like Evil Ryu.
So you're gonna be able to tag him with what? Roundhouse and crouch medium kick?
Crouch medium kick. Cammy can always punish Ryu instead of Evil Ryu. It's
wow. Okay. And then you're going through the zoning isn't too much, right? Because you can dive you can jump and dive over the fireballs or EX dive and spiral arrow. You have plenty of ways in.
And Ryu has no so many damage on combo. Ryu has not really. It's not a combo character. It's very it's a neutral game character who he can do some damage, but only on corner. But on neutral game, he can't do many damage like Cammy or Evil Ryu.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait for you to make a mistake and hit you with a punish. He's gonna be able to punish you really hard because he has the roundhouse combo.
Yeah. He's just a punish character.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. The neutral's not rewarding enough to even bring the matchup close to even. How do you guys do against Rolento? I think Rolento's overrated. I think he's another character who has bad defense, so I could see Cammy running him over.
Yes, it's for Cammy.
Yeah, 7-3?
No, 6-4.
6-4? Okay, thought it was worse. And then Killer, what do you think?
I hate that character more than anything in this game.
You hate Rolento? He sucks, man. He sucks.
He's such a bad character.
The most annoying, trash-ass, scrubby character in this game. It's just like, oh.
He's for people who want to press buttons. That's when you want to press a lot of buttons, you play Rolento.
Maybe because you don't know the matchup, but Rolento is the only character who you have to delay in his wake up for OS. If you meet the OS, he can beat you with a roll, but if you delay to OS, you can beat him.
I think it's 6-4 Cammy. I just literally cannot stand that matchup. I would rather just give the person the game than sit and play Rolento. Like, if you're playing me in a tournament ever, just pick Rolento and I'll just let you win. I just don't want to play Rolento.
I'm done. Dude, I'm telling you, that character is so free. Watch. If you sit for like 5 minutes, the character I'm telling you, he's the literal glass cannon, and Cammy's a fucking nuke to him. I think it's worse.
I don't think he's good.
Yeah.
I just despise him as a character, and everything he does on the screen actually makes me angry. Like, he can.
That's me and El Fuerte, so I get it.
Yeah, I just don't want to look at him.
When I say El Fuerte, it's like, you actually want to play this character? You paid money to do this?
I just want you to know I play Rolento just so I can be scrubby and just mash buttons. Like roll, backflip, backflip. I'm out of there. Like,
you can put it with hold on block, you know.
You know what? I think Seth is one of the best in the game, but I could see Cammy being a little annoying for him. What do you think about Cammy versus Seth?
Even. Yes.
Even. Okay. It's a rare even matchup for Cammy. For Seth.
It's Seth, man. He's just got too many options.
Yes. On neutral Seth, Seth has very many options. On neutral or when he press you, but because low life, Cammy can instantly come back. That's why it's 5-5.
Here we go. I've seen more super footage. Not a lot of ultra footage I'm finding for Street Fighter 4. I don't know what happened to it.
You gotta go like Punko versus somebody.
Yeah, I found the earliest I found was 2012 or the latest. Let's try to skip that. But we do have another match I'm seeing now, which is
Wait,
hold on,
I don't know if you have this match.
Which one?
Match is it?
We said Rolento 6-4. We have Poison. I'm trying to think, who else did we do? Seth, you said 5-5.
Yeah.
And you said that was because you have the comeback factor.
I play one time against Blanka.
Oh, how did that go? How was that?
You can just on YouTube you write Angelo Sanves Ponko.
The only really good set I ever played was Problem X.
I never played Problem X Seth. I played his Viper. Went last game, last round.
I played him at the first Capcom Cup. Oh, not Capcom Cup. Sorry, Canada Cup.
Yeah, you guys have such a strong community in Canada.
I send you.
You sent it. All right, let me see what you got here. Boom.
You have to. I don't know what time I played against.
Oh, Kainu. Is it offline?
Yes, it's Can Winter Clash.
Oh shit, nice. So let's check this out. Let's see what happens here. That is one of my favorite Seth costumes with the rift shirt.
This is the only tournament I did, and it's the only tournament I did top 4.
Oh, nice. It's impressive. Oh, nice medium. Damn, if this is even, you're better than Punko. With my fighting game math.
That's flawless logic.
That my fighting game advocate says. Yeah, Punko looking like he doesn't. Yeah, he just took a risk there with that dashboard. He's like, all right, I've been losing using hard punch. I gotta do something different. Wow, ready. I respect that though. It was early. You could have survived the combo. I don't think Seth's hitting for 600. Maybe like 450, but I don't think Seth can hit for 6. And just patient ground play here. I feel like you're already in control of Punko. Like he's already not doing what he wants to do. Like he's playing towards your game, where I'm used to seeing him control.
Hit in the chat says screw Seth.
Yo, honestly, that's why I started playing him.
FREEJ4Y's with you on that. I like playing against them, to be honest. I think it's just, obvious all the experience playing against Dom. Like one of our local players is Seth Main. We've played that match so many times. I just kind of enjoy it now. Also, I'm a Marvel player. You think he's top 5?
Seth is #1 for me. His only flaw is human error. I stand by that.
Sure, he does have all the tools, man. Yeah, actual command grab. It's like a real command grab.
See, we should just be glad as a community that the T-Hawk players don't just all play Seth. If Incog played Seth,
I wouldn't.
I'm good.
It's a good point.
But I think that's the point of the thing is right. Like,
J-Ho, you're crazy, man. What a super! I forgot Cammy had that.
Sorry, what was that, Killer?
I was gonna say, how can you make a character bad if you give him every option in the game?
It's true.
He has no flaw.
He has low life. That's it. So there's actually something that we've discussed in previous episodes, but I think him having
they buffed it.
They did. I do think him having low life is more of a thing than Akuma having low life, though, because Seth actually has to make some commitments. Like if he goes for a command grab and you read that, like he can't do anything. Like he's just gonna get bodied for it. I feel like Akuma is really strong and has like less committal things he has to do that are dirty.
be thankful that this game kind of ended before Proxy OS got really prevalent, because with Seth with the Proxy OS, it was insane.
When those were like really just coming out, our local scene just called everything proxies for like like all proxy OS. Like, nobody was doing it. Just raw ultras.
This matchup was the first time I played against Decapre, so I at this time I didn't know the matchup. So now I don't. I will not play like that.
We'll cut the tape then. All right, so let's see what we got here. So, what did we just talk about? We got the Seth match is even. We got a few left. We're moving pretty well here. Let's see. El Fuerte. We'll do Rufus next.
Yeah, let's do Rufus.
All right, we'll do Rufus now. We'll talk about Fuerte next. What do you guys think about Rufus? I think Rufus is bad defense, but his offense is so versatile with the dive kick, and he can stay on you. How does Cammy do it?
It's 5-5.
5-5.
I think slightly Cammy's favor, but like 5.5, but not crazy.
Not crazy, okay. And that's where I would have had it. I would have had it maybe slight. If I had to guess off the top of my head, maybe I'd advantage Cammy. Just because I just don't believe in Rufus' defense. He can only interrupt you. You know what I mean? So if you're doing staggered jabs and blocking and waiting, he can't do anything. You know what I mean? But the dive and the pressure, you know, he can't stay on you. One tornado combo, he still gets a free jump at you. He can mix it up between a safe jump or empty jump or whatever, a dive short. He definitely has some options.
Yeah, it used to be more Cammy's favorite because she used to have unblockable jump roundhouse off of the back throw. But once they got rid of that,
it's not unblockable. He can do just.
You can crouch. I know you can crouch, but
no, just not crouch. What is move? It's like a DP. I don't know what's his move.
Oh, snake strike.
Yes, he can do just light snake, this move and it's trade.
Didn't it used to be unblockable back in like 2012? Like, well, not 2012, like Super?
Maybe.
Yes.
I thought it was straight unblockable at one point.
I played against what's his name? You are the US Rufus player.
Oh, Brent.
Brent. Yes.
Oh, Brent.
And when I did the unblockable, he do just light snake, and it's traded. It's traded.
Smart. Take the damage trade.
How to get out of it. You just hold the.
Yes. When you know the matchup, you have many tools to escape from unblockable from Cammy.
K-Brad versus Justin Wong. Let's see if we have some K-Brad versus Justin Wong footage. That's got to be the strong. Oh no! See, at this point, they're both playing different characters. I don't think they're playing their real shit. Boo, you guys.
I think I said even 5.5. I mean, it's all
splitting hairs, right?
So yeah.
Yeah, no, he played Poison the whole time. I guess this is some ultra release shit. Let's see. So you said even on Rufus. Just another old one. What do you guys do against Sagat? I don't see Sagat giving you too many problems. Just on paper.
It's 6-4 for Cammy.
6-4. Yeah, that's what I figured. That was the easy 6-4. I don't think Sagat offers anything dynamic enough. Like, is he capable? Yeah, he's never really out of the fight because he can reversal and get out and maybe try to keep you out. But I think you have more than enough options to deal with anything he has.
You can. I play. There is a FT5 or FT7. I played against Ajay, the Sagat player. I don't know if you know.
Definitely know AJ.
And yeah, Cammy can punish Tiger Shot on block with super.
Wow.
Yeah, low Tiger, right?
Anything on block, yes. If you do cross medium kick, low shot on block, she can reversal super.
Yep.
That's insane.
Like, there is a link.
Let me see. I definitely dropped that. Oh, there we go. We got J-Ho versus Cammy here.
Legendary, bro. What's up, Chico? Chilling, man. Just trying to get the stream popping.
Oh, let me copy that, and then we're gonna put that in this window.
all my ultra footage is gonna be Yang, so I'm kind of used to doing.
Boo! What did I call you here for? You're the worst Cammy.
I know, right?
I want to see all that Yang footage. I love Yang.
Definitely underutilized, but there's a lot of Yangs online right now. Shout out to Twinkie body me recently. Gotta do better online. Oh, nice. Oh man, in the corner lockdown. And this is what I expect. You know, this is why I was trying to tell Lewis. Like, I think DJ can do the same thing on the ground. I mean, not as much damage, but he can stay in that same range where Cammy was just wailing on Sagat. I think he's weak there. You know,
Sagat is very weak at that range.
Where the roundhouse doesn't hit you crouching is where I like this.
Yeah, yeah. Like his only thing he's gonna touch you with there is like either a step kick or a fireball, and then a fireball at that range is death sentence if it's red. And then just like these guys were just saying, get punished on block at that range, so not good.
Unless you're gonna random tiger uppercut something coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you do something that's not.
I always feel very uncomfortable when I'm playing Sagat at that range. Like against people with good mid-range pokes, I'm like, go, just back up a couple feet, please.
Yeah, no, I expect more rounds than not to go that way. But if it's only a 6-4, it's only a 6-4. You know, Sagat, he can dish it out. You know. Oh, did you really just? Yeah. Throwing 2 fireballs back to back is something that people don't talk about. But that's like really one of the things you should never do. Every time you do 2 fireballs back to back, you got lucky. Trust me. Almost everybody can punish 2 fireballs back to back, in most ranges. So that was sick to see that backdash. Oh, drop there. I mean, yeah, I feel like you made mistakes and lost that round. That wasn't, Sagat winning the matchup. Damn, he's just not even afraid. Interesting. That's the first time I've seen you use jump medium punch. I forgot she had that button. It's usually dive or roundhouse or fierce. Oh, nice fierce. Wow, nice. Oh, no drop. No, you didn't, bro. You're insane. What an ultra. Finish. Let me see. How did this set go? Did AJ take some games? Oh, he ended up coming back with 4 games. Okay. So it's about 2-1. That's like 6-4. Wow. The empty jump. So tiny. Alright, so put that one on my list. We have Sagat here, 6-4. Oh, let me not do that. Let's get back to the list.
I mean, like, I know this is definitely this is definitely super, but it's just like, and Sagat's hitbox just used to be like crazy for Cammy. She can still do dumb stuff with dive kicks, but she used to just have crazy amount of stuff.
Let's see, put this up for you guys to see here. Cammy just dropped the link here. Paste that there.
So
nah, dude. No, what was that? Look how quick she got to the ground, though. Look at that.
Yeah. So you just like micro walk, double stand jab, jump fierce, and you can still do it from anywhere on the screen. But
I've seen the double stand jab, so okay, now I know that's what they're specifically going for. I thought it was just a 50-50. They're actually trying to land across up fierce. Okay.
Yeah.
FREEJ, can you pull that up on stream?
Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again. Here we go. Hold up. Let's get rid of that.
No, but you can't do this because instant dive kick. You can't do it on dive kick.
No, I know, but I'm saying you used to be able to, right? But now you can do it with double jabs. Because you get almost same spacing.
But it's very difficult to do. But I try on this RJ. I try to do this, but it's very difficult.
It's hard. I have like a video of me doing it on the go kart in a tournament, but
clean.
It's more in the previous version.
Yeah, that's in super, but you can still do it with. My whole point was just his hitbox with Cammy. She gets a lot of weird stuff on him too, because he's so tall and he's just built really weird.
Some Dudley, so I'm getting autoplay. Stop. All right. You know what? Another character I talk a lot about negatively. I would say the 3 characters I talk the most shit about is gonna be Rose. It's gonna be Dhalsim.
Forte.
Nah, I hate Forte, but probably Rose and Dhalsim the most. I mean, Rose and Dhalsim I think are the most, and Juri. Rose, Dhalsim, and Juri I think are 3 overrated characters. So I can't wait to talk about Juri. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think she's that good. So what do you guys think about the Rose matchup? Do you guys have any difficult with the normals? And she has the stand medium kick, stand roundhouse, the infamous crouch medium punch. How do you guys deal with her? When's it you're able to get in and stay in?
Yeah.
J-Ho?
For me, it's 6-4 for Cammy.
6-4? Yeah, sounds about right. Gets in, stays in. No threat of a DP. As long as you're solid.
You just have to, well, yes, you have to be solid on neutral and just keep in patient to keep her on corner. If you do vortex after a drill, you can lose because she can escape very easily with focus dash. So you have just to push her on corner, and now you can press her with frame trap, throw, EX dive kick. But you have to keep Rose on in the corner. If Rose escape on the corner, you can lose easily.
Okay.
Because his neutral is very strong.
And TheKillaCammy, what are you thinking about the Rose matchup?
Yeah, same thing. But you're just better off meaty crouching light and just keeping pressure on her versus trying to do vortex or anything like that because it's just not worth chasing her down again. So.
Yeah. If staying in is that important.
Jab weight.
Yeah. That's the same thing I say Rolento's. Jab weight is the ultimate counter. So yeah, I could definitely see that being easy 6-4 for Cammy. Pretty standard matchup. And what do you guys think about the Shoto matchups? We did cover Akuma and Ryu, but we did skip Ken and Oni, which I think they're both similar in ways. But that aside, how does she deal with? Let's start with Ken.
It's 5-5, both.
5-5.
Ken only is 5-5, yes.
Kelly, you agree with that 5-5?
5-5 on Ken, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And Jay, what do you think about the matchup specifically?
It's not the same when you play against Ryu or every Ryu. Every Ryu, you can neutral him. Ryu it's more easier because with focus dash you can punish his fireball, but can play a lot with step kick and Kara throw, and his wall speed is better than Ryu. So that's why it's even on neutral.
Okay, so some of the things that help you Ryu are in the present, but not as strong.
And because Ken has 4 frame startup on his medium DP, you can't safe jump him after back throw.
Okay, so that's definitely powerful.
And when you do unblockable, he can just DP. He can punish you unblockable because it's 4 frame startup DP. If it was a 3 frame, it will be whiff, but it's 4 frames, so it didn't whiff, so he can punish your jump light kick.
Wow.
Funny when things work out like that, yeah.
1 frame is literally all the difference. And then if that's the case, I don't think Oni's giving you any problems. And yeah, he's gonna hit you hard, but I don't know. So what do you think about Oni then? Is that Cammy's favor, or is that secretly a interesting matchup?
For me, it's 5-5.
5-5. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Killa, what are you thinking about that one? Thinking even on Oni, or are you thinking something else?
Yeah, I actually do think it's even. I don't. Again, I play Yang that matchup. Same with Ken because I definitely think it's more even. He definitely has a lot of underused tools that people don't seem to use enough against Cammy, and like they can both just steamroll in certain situations. And neutral only has really good pokes to keep her out. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's even, but he does like a hit like a bust. He does have some interesting normals that cover some ranges that a lot of people aren't aware of or even bother using. Like you said, I think he's untapped, but I get why people wouldn't dive deep on him. But I think there is some potential there. At least if you can, when I played Sanford Kelly's Oni, he did a lot of stand light kick fireball into full confirms, and that was from kind of far. I mean, DJ is wide, but maybe he can do some of the same against Cammy since she is wide. Stand light kick fireball confirm and neutral.
Yep. Can.
I think that's it for Shotos. We got all the Shotos over there. Oh, we only got a few matchups left. We only have these matchups right here on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 matchups. And we said we're gonna get back to El Fuerte.
Just like Cammy.
Yeah, literally just sliding through. How does she do against El Fuerte? Is he somebody who can escape? Was the EX leg throw enough to get Cammy off and force her to play honest, or
it's 5-5.
5-5?
Yes.
Okay.
Both has a great offense tool. So the first who knock her down win.
Yeah, because they're gonna both be able to keep going. Very volatile matchup. So if that matchup is like that on first knockdown, then how are you dealing with Makoto? I mean, I think Makoto has worse defense than El Fuerte, but I feel
It's the same 5-5 too.
5-5. Wow. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
Cammy would be able to win that one.
Because even if Makoto has less defensive or less neutral move than Cammy, she has a very big offensive comeback move. She can stun you very quickly and come back.
That is true. I've been watching Chumandinga. He's been playing a lot of the UK tournaments, and somebody will have him dead to rights in like 2 or 3 mix-ups. You know what I mean? Or a couple of resets into like a hard punch, and it's like, holy shit,
Just
man!
one
Stun.
combo. She can stun with one combo.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Sheesh, I gotta see that combo. I know she does a lot, but I didn't think it was that much. Oh, we're missing one Street Fighter 2 character. We have not talked about Fei Long. He's been annoying for a lot of people. I think he's a little overrated, but
it's for Fei Long matchup.
Fei Long's favor.
Yes. It's 6.5 for Fei Long. His neutral is very, very strong.
Yeah, of course.
And because his TP is back motion, so he even if miss DP, he have block. He can block.
That's actually the biggest reason. I mean, neutral. Yeah, his neutral's great, but I'm glad you said that because that's the biggest thing where you can just sit back and block and like you get that DP out so fast.
Yep,
so
defensive
that's
Dragon
one
Punch.
of the biggest things.
I had the same problem with Viper too with the quarter circle back DP. I was like, really? She gets the defensive Dragon Punch? Interesting. Okay, so Fei Long creating a lot of problems with the DP and the neutral. Do you have any like setups on Fei Long? Nothing to make it a little easier? Or is it really just a neutral him controlling the game like that?
There is no vortex against Fei Long. Fei Long can do just X focus dash or X chicken wing or DP, depend his defense. You have to. It's a guess. When you do dive kick when you want to do dive kick into the vortex, it's a guess against him. If you want with DP, you have to do a not safe dive kick on block. But if you do a safe dive kick on block, he can just DP.
Wow.
And if you try to do a dive kick who his DP will be with, he can just focus dash. It's a guess when you play when you do vortex against Fei Long, it's a guess. So you have to be very strong on neutral, but Fei Long's neutral is very, very strong than Cammy.
You lose neutral, and then you're guessing on your vortex. So that's why it's in Phalong's favor.
No, those are the areas you are winning in all these other good matchups, and if both are opposite, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Gouken is in my bottom probably 3. Not enough damage off lows. He's got some problems. But some matchups he does create an interesting threat, with the zoning and with some of his buttons being, strong, heavy attacks that keep people out or can. What do you guys think about the Cammy Gouken match?
It's 5-5.
5-5, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you're the first character that we've done that does not. Oh no, I would say Honda. So there's only 2 characters so far that don't beat him that we've done. Honda and Cammy's even. Interesting. So what is happening there? Is that medium punch fireball? Like that's my first guess.
Because he has no recovery on his fireball, so it's difficult to punish his fireball. You can't focus dash against his fireball. That's why it's difficult to approach him. But Cammy has many tools. You have to be patient and to play with some mistake from Gouken. And when you have to take the knockdown, you can press him.
Okay, that makes sense. And TheKillaCammy, what are you thinking about that synopsis by J-Ho?
I don't know enough about solid Gouken to be honest with you.
Okay.
So I'm just defaulting on that one.
All right, that's perfect. I mean, I respect that. So we're gonna leave that at 5-5. And then what about the guy match? There's a lot of guy players online. I think he's annoying. Secretly, he might be like top of B, maybe B plus, but I don't think I could put him in A. What do you guys think about Cammy versus Guy?
I wanted to hear his opinion on this match, so that's why I'm gonna let him go first on this too.
This character is very weird. I don't know why. This is the only character I can't frame trap him. Even if I plus, when I try to frame trap with stand freeze or cross freeze or any normal, I take the counter hit. I don't know why.
He's got guy powers.
I don't know why. Maybe it's hitbox, so I don't know why. I try to understand on practice, and I don't know why he can cross take or mash like kick and get counter it. I don't know.
He's got maybe the Balrog, the 2.5 frame short.
Maybe because it's hitbox, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't even find matchup footage for this one either. So what do you guys think about the matchup though? So it's pretty interesting. You both, well, TheKillaCammy took a step back and let J-Ho talk.
If I have to play on neutral game, it's for Cammy's favor.
Let me see. I found some random guys. I couldn't find any of our usual high level guys.
Because she has many tools and Guy can't flip. If he will flip, Cammy can DP easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Let me see. I got Mark Teddy versus Knuckle Duke, Cammy versus Guy. Not the best example, but still gonna be solid.
This matchup. So Guy is, I think personally, one of Yang's toughest matchups. So I have to play Cammy in this match because Guy can literally hit stand medium kick and I can't do anything.
Yeah, that button's pretty nasty.
It's dumb. So I have to play Cammy. I think Cammy wins this, but I think you really have to know what Guy does that's real and what Guy does that's fake. Like you can't go into the match trying to play neutral without understanding how like run stop pressure works and like that he can't flip and like things like that but Guy's crouching leg kick again, it's the same as like Balrog too. Like I don't understand how I'm getting hit by this during frame trap sometimes, and it's literally mind blowing to me. Like I used to play like I Red Man when I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
There's a really good Guy player who moved from Japan. He was in Canada. I played him like maybe like 9-10 months ago. Offline, so it's just like Guy is just a very strange character, but I definitely think Cammy can win. I think it's like 5.5664 for Cammy. But I just wanted to hear if I was missing something with that match before I said anything.
Let me see. So let me go update our sheet here. I'm gonna let this rock. Put up the sheet. So you're saying 6-4 in Cammy's favor. I mean, I could see that. Guy doesn't really chip, you know what I mean? Like, all his damage is going to come from neutral and actually scoring. So if you stay solid, you know, you can get past it. And I think with the crouch medium punch nerf also hurts in that matchup too, because that was just a good answer to everything. Now I feel like he does have to be a little more precise. Because when I was bullshitting with him, I could just do crouch medium punch. Now it's like, oh, I have to know what my entire options are.
Yeah.
And that's not something I want to be worried about versus Cammy White. I'll tell you that. So we got this up here. We got Cammy. We got 3 matchups left. I kind of want to look at the total, but I want to wait until we do this because I'm really curious. I want to spoil it for myself, but this is looking really nasty. Cammy might be the strongest character we've done so far, but Chun-Li is really hard to beat, so we'll see. We got 3 left. What does she do against Hugo, man? Is any of that clap stuff real against her?
It's 7-3 for Hugo.
7-3 for Hugo?
Yes.
Yeah.
In his favor?
Yes.
What? Wow, they gets wrecked. The secret counter pick. The German tank. Wow.
Go pick up a Hugo.
What Cammy can she do? She does. The Hugo's jab is better than heavy kick from Cammy. Just do a jab.
Wow.
Cammy can do nothing. And Hugo can just cancel light punch with clap.
And the stand heavy punch anti-air is going to be really good against Cammy. I could see that being nasty.
And it's armor, like he has so overhead, he can armor. He can beat standing high kick from Cammy. He has all tool for beat Cammy.
That is interesting. So Hugo's got a couple winning matchups though. We got him beating Abel, Adon, and now Cammy. What is going on here? Secret counter pick? Pocket Hugo? Is that something people need to work on? Interesting. Was not expecting that. T3, did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming.
Absolutely not. That might be one of those ones I like on paper. All he counters is, I don't know. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, and I haven't seen either. Let me see if I can find something because I found the guy. Let me see if I can find Cammy versus Hugo.
Like,
always been one of my favorite characters to watch.
Like, FREEJ4Y, you know how I play this game, right?
Yeah.
If I play Hugo, I'm picking Rose.
Damn.
And I am not a Rose player in my head. You know what I mean? Like that is just not me. But I have no choice. You have to pick something like that.
Wow. I would have never guessed that. Never in my life would have guessed that she would have that kind of problem there. I'm trying to find somebody who's strong. This is old though. We got TFC. We have K-Brad versus Alex Vi when he was on his Hugo kick here. Let me pull that up for you guys. Boom.
The greatest.
The Bonchan killer. So
Bonchan killer.
let me say this because we were talking about Street Fighter V Mount Rushmore players. I couldn't put Bonchan in my top 5 or my Rushmore 4 because he has too many L's to like random people that are big losses that he shouldn't have. That doesn't happen to the other gods. The other gods only lose to like top 8 guys. Bonchan, he's due for an upset every so amount. Oh man. Okay, so I see Vi is not playing it perfectly, but I already see some of the elements there. Oh no, it's the medium. Yeah, now he's just having trouble on defense. Yeah, this is dumb.
So mistake.
Yeah, he's not playing it optimally.
You really don't know how to.
It's not the matchup.
Yeah, this is not the matchup.
No. This tournament is the first time who player play Hugo.
Let me see.
So there is no
Dave
matchup
versus Cammy.
It's bad though.
Damn, I gotta see Dave versus Cammy. Somebody's gotta show me that. It's gotta be one confident Cammy who doesn't know it's terrible. Let's see how they play it. It's full screen.
Shout out to Lou in the chat, and I also agree with That top tiers always have like these losing matchups. Yeah.
The day we invite Dave for top tier discussion, he will say why it's for Hugo.
I cannot wait to hear that the Hugo match. I might have to throw a Hugo match on sooner than later because I really want to see now what's going on there, and how much tech there is to stop some of these characters. We got 2 left. Let's go with Juri first. What do you guys think about Juri? I think you guys probably steamroll her.
Juri 6-4 for Cammy.
6-4 Cammy. Yeah, I didn't expect any surprises there. Killa 6-4 for you, easy, done.
Yeah, she's very easy to deal with.
And then we got one more matchup. We got Ibuki, very polarizing character herself. I think she might end up in top like 5 in terms of numbers, but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go 5-5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And both guys agreeing. I'm assuming both players, you know, it's a real Street Fighter 4 match. You know, both players are gonna have their things in neutral, their things on knockdown. Both people, you guys both have options all the time. You know what I mean? Nobody's out of it.
Different rules, but at the end it's the same.
It's literally games of odds. I call it an odds even matchup where you're just either if you want to be odds and they're even. If you throw a 1, they may throw a 1, you lose, or they throw a 2 and you win. Like that's just the matchup. It's just everyone's throwing their option out, and if you threw the right counter, then you win it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It sounds like one of those pure Street Fighter matches. It seems like a space where I wish we could have more of the matchups in the game. You know what I mean? If we can find that lovely space where everybody gets to do their shit, that'll be awesome. But with this many characters, there's only so much you can do. We're gonna do a quick recap before you look at our total. Get hype. Lou just walked in, so we have Abel 6-4 Cammy's favor. Slight disadvantage against Adon, even against Akuma. Disadvantage against Balrog, surprise to me. 7-3 against Blanka, not a surprise. Some even matchups here against herself, of course. Viper and Chun-Li. Who do we got here? Cody, 6.5, beats him up. Beats up Dan, Decapre, Dee Jay, Dhalsim. Even with Dudley. Beats Honda. Loses Elena, no surprise there. Even with Fuerte, lose the Eva Ryu. Sure there's going to be a lot of that. 3.5 against Faye. Didn't think it was going to be that bad. Thought maybe evenish on that one, so definitely was a surprise for me personally. 6-4 again. T3, knew that one was coming.
Yeah.
Gouken 5, Guile 6.5, another classic terrible matchup. 6-6-3, 5. Man, alright. The final total for Cammy. 230 points. And didn't I say 230? I said like 229, 230.
I think you said 230 exactly.
Yeah. I knew she was strong, man. I knew it. I just saw so many 6s, but I didn't think this many 3s would balance it out to 230. I thought it would just be.
Does it say 241 for Chun?
Dude, you want to see his matchups? A 7-3 against Z, 7-3 against Hawk. He had an 8-2 against Blanc, 8-2 against the E Honda.
Lou, they did 6-4 in Cammy's favor against Sagat.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It's crazy.
So I gotta say, I was surprised by 2 specifically, Hugo, and also Gouken. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, Gouken being even and creating being enough of a threat. Wow. Damn. I mean, we had a lightning fast podcast. I have no complaints. I mean, I feel like we did get all the information we needed. But with Cammy being in the game for so long and also being so popular, a lot of it is common sense. You know what I mean? What she's doing is not very crazy or tricky. You know, it's visually. You know what I mean? It's easy to see.
I said you at the beginning of stream, Cammy in this version is very so many matchup is even.
Mm-hmm. Let me see how many even matchups Cammy have. She has more even matchups than I thought, though. We had a lot of green. So
but for Blanka, it's 8-2 for me. Huh?
8-2. So it's 231 for Jo. Hold on, let me see how many bad matchups total we have. 1, 2 bad matchups. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not bad. 9 bad matchups out of 44 characters. Is it total? That's not bad at all. 9 bad matchups. So you're only picking. So if you go to a tournament, you're only kind of picking a few characters. You can play Cammy most of the way. You just need maybe one person to pair up with her to deal with.
Chun.
Yeah, I mean that's what Washed Up plays. He plays Cammy, Chun-Li. That's a good mix. You're gonna be able to do everything with both those characters. You know what I mean? Even if somebody counterpicks you, you can still respond. You know. Man, so all right, we're done with the podcast now. We can relax. We're gonna rate somebody in a bit, but I do want to talk to you guys since we have a little bit of extra time. Just some questions. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen the leaked roster. You know, you've seen Guile's trailer. What are your hopes for Cammy? I mean, with Guile's trailer, my faith is stored into the game. I think that visually, at least, it looks cool. The combos look all right. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, for me, I kind of have some renewed faith. I stopped playing Street Fighter V Season 2. I was a Karen player, I was a Pauline player, and then I was just like, get me out of this. I couldn't stick how the game played. I hated crush counter fishing, and that was literally how you played this game.
Yes, it's the same for me. When I played Cammy in Street Fighter 5 and all of them get crush counter, I stopped the game.
I'm if you really need something that gives you a big cha-ching and then the guy spins around for 2 minutes and that's how you're going to confirm, like I don't want to play that. So for me, I feel like this is going to be, the system mechanics seem interesting, the characters seem kind of cool. Been reading like Li Joe's comments and some other people about how things are looking, so I'll remain skeptical, but I'll be pleasantly surprised. And if Jamie seems to be a Yun Yang inspired character, so I mean that's probably where I'll go. I don't know if I'll play Cammy in it, depending on how it is, but that's it. I gotta bounce though. My wife's been kind of waiting for me for a little bit, so I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. Appreciate it. It was a good time. FreeJ, you and I will chat soon. We'll play some games. And,
Definitely.
Take care.
All right, thank you so much, TheKillaCammy. Really appreciate that.
Yes.
And then J-Ho, any final comments on Street Fighter 6? What are you thinking so far?
It's for SF6, you say?
Yes.
So quickly to say anything. I prefer to wait and see what's happening. Yeah.
A very wise decision. There's been a lot of footage recently. I figured I'd ask. I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube. Theory Fighter's got a lot of good videos. But I think with Street Fighter, it's something that I gotta touch and feel. You know what I mean? And once I touch it and I go to training mode and I walk back and forth and I jump and I do whatever, I'm like, okay, this is either something I can mess around with, or maybe I need to try somebody else or what. But cautiously optimistic, I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm really into the look of it. It looks really good. I was definitely I liked it from the first reveal, but I don't know, that Guile trailer really did it for me. Like, I think the animations are really good. And then I know I texted you, FreeJ, the other day, and I said like, oh, it looks like the models are really good. Maybe we'll get away from the Street Fighter clipping like we always see in all the other ones. But I don't know if you saw any of the footage with Jamie with his long hair. Oh, it's so bad. His hair is like come out of his chest and stuff. It looks crazy.
No, not through his chest. They gotta put something there.
It's an alpha build.
Yeah,
exactly what happened.
2 alpha.
Laura went to go get cigarettes.
Let's see who we can raid. So Untamed Gaming is having the Street Fighter 4 tournament, so we're gonna raid them.
Oh yeah.
So thank you, J-Ho, for your time, man. I really appreciate you getting on. I know it's late over there in France, but I really appreciate you doing this lightning quick, to the point, just like Cammy's offense.
Yes, thanks for the invitation, and I hope you understand me during this discussion.
No, it's perfect,
there's
J-Ho.
no problem at all, yeah.
Okay, oh, it's okay, it's good.
Alright, so let's get this raid going. Untamed Gaming 2. I wonder what happened to the first one.
Yeah, UG retweeted our stream tweet, so that was cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna raid him. Raid is up now, and we are out of here. Peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Later.